Going and where I've been and had a blend since I used champagne to wash down chicken and biscuits. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg your pardon. I step back while the bros caught the red eye, no harden. I'm talking live footage of balancing priorities, trading and being a vanity slave for maturity. Favorite J's in the store for me, still had to skip them, no balancing all that's thrown at me. Never claiming victim though. This is just a story. I ain't come from shit and now I'm getting custom shit and putting dents up in the inventory. Can we have a conversation? I got access.
Yo, think this podcast. Obviously, we got a crowded room today.
Oh, yes.
It's a little darker in here, B. We got the Soul Searching Podcast in the building.
Hey. You know we gotta do what we do, yeah.
Any episode the episode y'all came in and the episode when I recorded when you guys were in New York, those are some of their favorite episods. Like my wife loves you guys. She said she loves y'all energy and everything like that.
Appreciate it.
So that's good. That's I told her to chill out, but yo, chill. I said I get it, but yo, relax. I'm glad y'all out here in Arizona. Something different for y'all.
Yes.
Is it everybody else first time out here?
Yeah, it's
definitely
That's first time. So y'all liking it?
Yeah, man.
It is.
Y'all got 3 sons like Namek.
Yo, funny.
Hold on. Let me check the humidity.
See,
it's only 5% today. If you would have been here last week, 40%.
It was.
Way worse.
Wait, and still 113 degrees?
Oh yeah.
Nah, see, that's
110.
disrespectful.
I would have got
blazing.
on a plane and flew it back myself.
I'd have been like, no, we ain't making the pod today, man.
And
It's too hot.
see, that's the thing.
We gonna have to call in.
Word.
And see, that's the thing that like usually. I learned like I ignore it. I'm like, it's hot. Why am I trying not to be hot? Just ignore it. No? But like them other weeks,
ignore it.
them other weeks that George was talking about, it was so hot. Like it started getting like mad angry, like driving, like wild angry, like hit the steering wheel type. You get in the car and it's like 141, like in the car because of the sun. Like
nah, that's ridiculous.
It's unreal.
That's
like
ridiculous.
I was driving around with no shirt on. Like I was like, this is stupid. But
And I wouldn't have said no. I would have been like, yeah.
I get it.
But no, we appreciate y'all coming through. Like, you guys are always welcome, and anybody who makes a special trip to Arizona, always got to come through to the podcast. I tell everybody, you come to Arizona, come to the podcast. Ain't that serious? Cats act like they see you on YouTube or listen to you on iTunes or something. It's like something that special. It's fun.
Yeah,
pull up. No,
exactly. Show love.
Yeah, as long as you
gotta show love.
As long as you like to talk, and that's it. That's all I care about. So we appreciate you guys. So what's been going on new with y'all? Podcasts and everything.
Working.
Podding. We just did another pod out in Houston. Boom Bap.
Oh, okay.
Little hip hop joint.
Shout out
Yeah.
Damn, boy, y'all here doing a tour.
Yeah, a little bit. We working.
Baby tour. 1-2 stop real quick.
Yeah.
Little
Man.
bye.
I'm looking on Instagram. I see y'all partying and smoking hookah and stuff. I said, yo, me and George might have to actually leave the house one day. We might have to leave the state to save time.
In Houston, they were from Houston?
Yeah, they from Houston.
So they got a completely different outlook on hip-hop than you guys do.
Completely different. Like you can't say nothing bad about Scarface.
Oh no, don't even.
You can't have no opinions.
Why would anybody say anything bad about
I'm just
Scarface?
saying you can't really have an opinion.
You know what's crazy?
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I was talking about Scarface the movie, how trash it is, and cats assumed that I was talking about Scarface the rapper. Lost it. And I was like, oh no, I'm talking about the movie is trash. And they got mad then when I said the movie is trash, but the movie is trash. Scarface is trash.
It's overrated.
It's extremely overrated. It's a weird movie.
I'm not mad at that. Overrated.
Thank you very much.
You would think that New York has a bias against our own artists, but we kind of don't. Like, not like that. Because you can say something about Jay-Z and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, just because we from New York, like, people don't always, like, fuck with Jay-Z or Nas or somebody like that.
It's a different city. East Coast in general is different. I feel like Boston's the same kind of way. Like, you can get away with saying whatever you want about, and they'll agree with you. They'll be like, he is trash.
That's a fact. They might fuck Paul Pierce.
He didn't deserve no end-of-year run.
But yeah, a lot of the cities on the West Coast are like that. Anyway, go ahead.
The only person I don't get standing in Boston is Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to say.
Nah, he's the
negative
GOAT,
things about
man.
I don't think you're allowed to say nothing about Tom Brady or the Red Sox.
Yeah, the Red Sox.
Red Sox need to-
Yeah, I
Nah.
think Red
That's
Sox.
only recent. That's only since like 2005, 6, 7.
I don't know. I think they would
Bro, I
sympathize
watched
with
that.
you.
I
They just
rewatched
started
that
winning
movie
shit.
with Jimmy Fallon like 2 weeks ago, and the whole movie was them talking
Oh,
shit
yeah.
about the Red Sox. The entire movie.
With Drew Barrymore. I
Yes.
forgot what it's called.
And them not winning.
Yeah.
It came out the year they first won it since the curse or whatever. The entire movie is them clowning the Red Sox.
See, I would feel, but I feel like when I go to New York, I talk to New Yorkers. Dude, you can't say nothing bad about Fabulous. You can't say nothing bad about Jay.
We done said everything bad about Fab.
Come on.
I agree.
Bad about Fab.
I agree, though. I like Fab, but to me, Fab is not one of them rappers. He's just not my cup of tea.
Fab is mid. You can say it. No, Fab is mid. You can say it.
Same mid.
I disagree. I don't feel like he's mid, but I see what y'all be. I see y'all point. I see y'all point. He's alright.
He alright.
He's alright.
Be honest.
I feel like as you get older and you listen to Fab, you be like, you think like, if you listen to Fab like back then, and then you talk about Fab, you be like, Fab is fire, and then you go back and listen to it, and be like, yo, this
He's
is
your introduction to rap.
You
He's
be
your
like,
introduction to rap.
oh, this is
Baby
why.
punchlines.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
baby's
Fab
first
is.
punchline.
Yeah.
It's fire when you're
I'm gonna
17.
need you to explain why you riding so hard for Wale. That's what.
Hold on.
Here.
Here we go.
Let's
Hey,
get to
I'm
it.
ready for this.
I've been waiting for this.
This is very
George
like.
knows I love Wale.
This is
All right,
like, I'm with
here
you.
we go.
get to it.
Here we go.
Let's get to
We're going
it.
to get this started. Wale is a legend. Started.
Okay, well, I say all that.
No. He is. Look.
What?
DMV
music?
opened up the lane for DMV rappers. He's the first one to do it. One of the original backpack rappers of that new generation. Wale, lyrical, can make songs. There's no box that he doesn't check. It's just Wale as a personality he's a little weird. And personally, I think he has CTE because he used to play football. So I think he does have CTE. He just don't know it. But nah, I think Wale is an amazing artist, and he does. I feel like
He's a little off. There's no doubt about that.
Definitely a little
He's
off.
the Carmelo of rap. How Melo didn't get his respect when he was in the
Yeah, but
league.
Carmelo didn't
Okay.
tell everybody that, though.
Now,
Right, but that's the thing. Wale gonna say his stuff though. That's the difference.
Wale is not trash. I'm not gonna go that far. He's not whack.
He's just not a legend.
He's not.
He's not a legend.
He's great.
Not
He's
a
definitely
legend.
not a legend.
It's
He's
not.
not
Yes,
a
he
legend.
is.
He said.
legend.
You said cup of tea earlier. That's like for me.
He's a
It's not-
legend.
So one MC who I hated his voice and flow and whatever, and I finally came around on was Kendrick. And I don't mean came around like recently. I mean like 2 albums ago.
Yeah.
But still, forever I did not like his voice.
I still don't like his voice, but I
Terrible.
love Kendrick.
Especially when you think about like West Coast. I grew up in LA, so West Coast rap, it just sounded goofy.
sounds
Like
different, yeah.
it's not. It wasn't G Funk or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Wale might be that kind of for me a little bit, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get there like I did with
Have you
Kendrick.
listened to a full project?
Yeah.
And you didn't like what?
I make him listen to it. I play it. When he gets in the car, I play Wale.
I had Wale
a lot.
mixtapes before we even started doing
What?
this show.
What? So did you love him?
What? No. Just I downloaded it doesn't mean I love it.
You got it.
A lot of stuff downloaded I don't love.
Some of them
But
mixtapes are fire.
Back to the Future mixtape.
Yeah.
Back to the Future 2 or
feature.
something
Back to
like
the
that?
feature with Knife Wonder.
Okay, yeah.
The whole Knife Wonder
one.
tape.
So how long ago was that?
That was in
a while ago.
2010, 2011. I
Okay,
think.
so I've been listening to Wale at least that long, and I didn't like that.
You ain't like Back to
I
the
didn't like
Future.
that record.
I feel Wale's has improved, except for the last Shine wasn't the best album. But
No,
every album
no,
up
no.
until Shine.
The one, you know what I will say, the one that I did like, what was it? He did an EP last year or something? Or
Yes.
yeah,
He,
yeah.
5 tracks on it?
3 days,
Yeah,
3 hours. I
He
think.
did 3 EPs
forgot
last
what it was
year,
called.
and each
Okay.
one of them was 4 songs. Each EP was hard. He did like an R&B one.
Yeah,
he
he
did a
put
strictly
like two
rap
at one
one,
time,
and
one
then he
time.
did like a little mix one.
Them joints
me
was
see
clean.
which one I got.
Them joints was fire. Like I said, Wale is not a legend.
Oh, it was
All
true.
Yeah, not a
Okay.
legend.
I'm willing to go that far.
I feel like he's a step under that. Like
I think he needs to find something new.
I didn't realize they were
A
both
step
EPs.
under legend? Man,
like a,
no.
What's
like
a
a
step
little
under
bit.
that?
Legend is a legend. What is a legend?
I mean, if you said
that's
a good question.
That's the question.
Yeah, what is a legend?
like I look
What
at
is a legend?
like I look
Let's
at
define
like-
legend.
well,
What's
we
the
did that
rhymes,
argument
something
about
like that?
basketball, like the difference between a superstar and a star.
Yeah,
'Cause he was
yeah.
throwing star around a lot. There's a difference.
it depends on what you're talking about. Like to me, like Blake Griffin, he's a
Star.
He was a superstar at one point.
okay, fine. He's a star. All right.
I don't think he was. I don't think
He wasn't ever a
He
superstar.
was a superstar.
Oh, you don't think he was
at
ever a
one point.
superstar?
He wasn't ever a superstar.
With the
no.
Clippers,
Oh,
yeah, he
come
was.
on.
No,
Oh, come on.
Maybe in fame.
Yeah, with the Clippers.
Well,
yeah.
wait, hold on. How many superstars do you think are in the NBA right now? Because I only think 4.
Oh, okay. Well, then you got a different.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah,
Only 4.
Yeah.
He also
they?
thinks Curry's the best
Bron,
player in the NBA. So.
KD, Steph, and Kawhi. That's it.
A superstar to
So
me
you don't
is
consider
somebody
Harden
who
a
is
superstar?
Auto Hall of Famer.
Nah.
To me, Auto Hall of Famer is a superstar. So there's more than 4.
See, nowadays, anyone can get in the Hall of Fame. T-Mac wasn't an auto. T-Mac supposed to be an auto Hall of Famer?
T-Mac should be in the Hall
Well,
of
we
Fame, too.
thought he was when he was young, and then he had
Right,
issues.
yeah, but you
gotta have the
injuries and
whole-
So I'm
whatnot.
saying, you were supposed to
No,
have
we had that
everything.
argument too.
I don't think Grant Hill should be in the Hall of
we
Fame
talked
either.
about Grant
Yeah.
Hill versus Penny.
No, I'm saying,
I don't think Penny definitely should. Penny to me is overrated. Penny was good. We talked about this before. He was good, but he's overrated. Penny's overrated.
Definitely talked about
Penny's overrated.
I got Derrick
Death
Rose
if
over
he heard
Penny
you
Hardaway.
say
Smoking
that.
rocks.
Whoa, whoa.
I got Derrick Rose over Penny Hardaway. Yes.
Derrick Rose over Penny?
I don't know Wait, does Derrick Rose have the same amount of years of fire that
No.
Penny had?
No.
I don't know because
MVP.
Because let's go.
Penny
Derrick Rose was
Penny Hardaway have MVP?
unbelievable.
Can we be honest about
Who
Derrick?
do you
Wait.
think Penny is?
Yeah, like,
Can we be
word.
honest about
Who do
Derrick
we
Rose
think Penny
MVP
is?
season? Derrick Rose MVP season, LeBron should have got it. They just didn't want to give it to LeBron. If we're being honest,
They could have.
That year LeBron was the MVP that year.
Was there any year
He
where
really
Penny
was.
Hardaway?
But that's
Was there
arguing.
any year that
I don't
Penny
think he
Hardaway was considered the best point guard in the NBA and had an MVP year?
Absolutely not.
They, all right.
What's
Not at all.
Penny's highest
Easy with the-
average?
easy
Like
with the
20,
absolute.
22
Easy.
Penny was not considered the best point guard at any year in his career while playing.
That's fine, but absolutely means like he's not even like in a conversation.
Not even
At least-
conversation.
Was Penny top
wasn't top
10
3.
in the league?
What are you talking about?
Was
Top
Penny
10,
top 10 in the
top 10
league?
point guard?
Yeah.
At the
Top 10 in the league?
Yeah, he was top 10.
Top
Yeah.
10 point guard, top 10 player.
Player.
Player or point guard?
In that amount of years, we're talking about some major years.
not all time.
No, not all
No,
time.
I'm talking about in that
about in the
block.
time that he
I'm talking
played.
about- I'm talking about every year. Every year.
Whoa.
A year when Penny was top 10 in the league.
Wait.
I'm talking about the block, that he was fire was Penny a top 10 in that block. We're talking about the era of Jordan, Reggie Miller,
He was
there
better
was a
than Reggie
major.
Miller.
Yes.
Yes,
He was
at
better
the
than
time.
Better than Reggie Miller
So
or
you can
just
take
cooler
Reggie
than
Miller out.
Reggie
No,
Miller?
better.
Penny Hardaway is better than Reggie
I
Miller.
think y'all wild
Reggie
now.
Miller is just a
Not
better
career,
shooter.
not
Not
career,
career. Not
not
all
career,
time. We're
but
talking about
at
at
their
that time.
At the height,
At
yes.
their peak,
I don't think
yes.
so. I think y'all wild.
Yes.
He's better.
Yes.
At the height.
I think
Hell
yes.
no.
Are y'all
Thank you very much.
Reggie Miller was a
fucking
better
no.
shooter, but all around,
Yes.
Penny was better than him. I'm
Whoa,
sorry.
Whoa. I didn't say
I'm
yes.
probably the oldest person in this room by a decent number. I'm assuming. Yes.
Yeah.
Me and you were about.
Probably.
Me and you were the
okay.
same. Me and you the same.
I was there for Penny's entire career,
Yes.
including high school and college.
Okay.
He was on a different level than people realize
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Okay.
But
What do you
but
do?
he's a what if.
History.
Like,
No, he had like 5 years where he was like, this is going to be one of the 20 greatest players in NBA history.
Is he?
Yes.
I'm sorry. What?
Okay, so
Wait.
if
Wait,
Giannis tears his ACL tomorrow and never plays again, where's Giannis?
Giannis is
Top 20? No.
Not all time.
No,
Well,
he's done nothing. It's null and voided.
but you said he on his way to being a top 5 player
On
of
his
all
way,
time.
but we're talking about somebody's only been like what 3 years now, 2, 4. I mean, sorry, 3, 4 years.
probably
Giannis
5.
got 3 real
4
years
or 5.
of
Okay,
being
so-
real.
That's the same point I'm making.
Being good, yeah.
Okay, but Giannis wasn't good as the amount of many years as Penny was in that block of time. You give Giannis 3 more years of goodness, then he's equal to Penny. If he has the same season this year,
So the point I'm making is you're saying he's on his way to be. So at that point when Penny was at his height, he was on the way to being a top 20 player.
It's
yeah.
not close
Ever.
to Giannis. Giannis is arguing, people are arguing he's the best player in the NBA. Penny was
Yeah,
never
Penny never
argued
had
he's the
that
best
argument.
player
He played
in
with
the
he
NBA.
played with Mike.
Michael Jordan,
He played with
yeah.
Mike.
Michael Jordan.
Easy.
that's a different
But I'm saying,
conversation.
but look at
Yeah. Mike.
So hold on, we got the
So
best
he was
player in
better
the
than
NBA was
Shaq.
like Michael
He was
Jordan,
better
right?
than-
Yes.
Right now we have LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, and then there's Giannis is playing with them.
And we
Yeah.
got
Penny was
Ant
playing
Harden.
with Jordan. Who else were you playing with?
Shaq.
Shaq.
Oh, there was a lot of Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there's a lot of
He was
Hall of
playing with a
Famers
lot of
at that time.
Oh no,
He's
most of the
playing
top
with a
50
lot.
players of all time are probably in that block.
Scottie
Yeah.
Pippen.
Okay.
Scotty was guarding Penny all
Yeah,
those times.
Pippen.
And he was
But I'm
giving,
saying, look
and
where
him and
Giannis
Scotty were
is. Look
playing.
where Giannis is with that group, and look where Penny is.
I'm fine with your
the other
argument,
group.
but
No,
at
we
the
get
same
what you're
time, what I'm
saying,
saying
yeah.
is they're equal in terms of like if you rate one super high based on 5 years, then you got to rate the other one just as high based on 5 years. Because when Penny was in the league, must see TV.
Yes.
Period.
You always
way better than
Penny
Derrick.
play.
Way better than Derrick.
And he always gave, most of the time he gave you a great
And I'm
highlight.
a Bulls fan.
Okay, so
way better.
Was Penny must see TV or was Shaq must see TV?
No,
It was Penny.
Wait,
Why you think Shaq
Watch a
left?
Penny
Why
highlight.
you think
video
Shaq
and get
left?
back
He
to
was
me.
mad because Penny was shining. Come on, let's be honest.
Okay.
That was and they didn't want to pay him.
They didn't want to
They didn't
That
want to pay
too,
him.
both. It was both. It was both.
It was a
reasons.
little bit of both.
It was both.
Like, did Derrick Rose even have 5 years that we can argue about?
He has
Exactly.
an MVP.
Okay, that's
He got
one
3 years.
reason.
No. Derrick Rose got like 3
Look,
years.
He
we
got
can
2,
argue about,
maybe
but
3, but he was
got
injured. He was
hurt.
on
He got
crutches
hurt,
on the
yeah.
I
rest
don't
of the time,
put
man.
like the most value in the MVP because Steve Nash got 2 in a row.
Right, yes.
Now Steve Nash should have got 1,
Right.
maybe, but not 2 in a row. Like one of those years he took
They
off
robbed
for Shaq.
Shaq. Yeah, Shaq
like,
was supposed
and
to
if
get
I
that.
asked you guys right now, top 10 point guards all the time, y'all probably wouldn't even say Steve Nash was in it. You wouldn't even think about him.
Yeah.
You would think- I don't think I would think about him.
Not
Whoa.
I don't think so. And I'm here.
Yo,
Not off the cuff. No, not off the cuff.
feel
You
like
wouldn't.
Nash is
No.
5 through 10.
If you point guard though,
like
man.
Nash
I'm point guard.
is
Hey, my
Play
point
for the
guard.
Suns. You play for the Suns, man.
I see your point. I see your point.
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff, you're
Off
not
the cuff,
thinking
you
about
wouldn't
that.
thought about
Right.
it. No, you wouldn't.
I am. Yeah.
You're
Nah.
weird, Mike.
So name 5.
Name 5 to me.
Yeah,
the
no. Yeah, 5.
Off the,
Type 5.
5 point guard off the top.
There's an automatic 5 off the
Wait,
top.
time
without
out. Is
trying.
this all time though?
All time.
yeah.
Oh yeah, then I'm not doing that.
No.
Just
This
name
is-
5.
Let me name 5.
Curry,
Give him a
Magic
sec. Give him a sec. Give him
Oh,
a
all
sec.
right, go ahead.
5 to me. All right. I'm not saying all time. To me.
That's different.
Gary Payton. I'm not okay. Gary
say-
Payton.
he gonna say
I rock
Lindsey
with
Hunter.
Gary
You said I
would. Relax.
You said I wouldn't put him in the top 10 all time. Then you changed it and said my top 5.
But I wouldn't put Steve Nash in my top 10.
Obviously not, because you don't like him. But that's what I'm saying.
no, I like
you
Steve Nash,
changed
yeah.
what you said.
Look, man. Can I say mine? Gary Payton.
Okay.
Gary Payton.
Uh-huh.
Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Y'all okay with that?
I'm
We're
good.
good so far.
Yeah, you're
I was
40% of the
scared.
way here.
I was scared.
Yeah, keep
You
going.
started with Gary Payton.
I personally would put in Tony Parker. Tony Parker.
Alright.
Tony
You're
Parker's better than Steve
bugging. No.
Nash. Tony Parker's better than Steve
Yo,
Nash.
You're bugging.
Stop. You make kids use the room. When he does this on our show, you know it's
Y'all
he's
would be
not
mad
with it,
disrespectful to
man.
Kenny.
Who else?
Tony Parker.
Who else? Who else?
Yo, no, hold on. Y'all mad disrespectful to Tony Parker. Y'all
You gonna
serious?
put Kevin Johnson in there too?
Steve Nash.
Kevin Johnson, stop it. Man.
Tony
That's
Parker?
equivalent.
Tony Parker's better than Steve
No. Tony
better than Steve
Parker.
Nash.
Tony Parker's a
Nash.
better.
Tony Parker has 4 rings, bro.
The first one wasn't even him. It was Speedy Claxton. Y'all bugging. Y'all are bugging out.
Who else?
Speedy guy's ring and bounce. That was it, yo.
I
got
would
2
go.
more.
I would add, and I guess I might would say, and I would actually say his favorite because I would have said Iverson, but he's not my favorite player, and I don't consider him a point guard.
He's not. Yeah, he's like.
I would consider him
He
a
should
point
be in
guard.
there over Tony Parker.
No, you can't.
That's a fact.
No, he shouldn't. Now we ain't talking about coolest and cultural and awesome. No,
We were here.
I'm talking about point guard. Somebody
no,
who
he's
wants
not
to
a point
run
guard.
my
He's not a
team.
point guard.
I would want Tony Parker to run my basketball team over Allen Iverson, who you argue as one of the most inefficient players ever.
It's not an argument.
That's true.
So I
That's
don't need somebody who's inefficient as a point guard
That's a
on my
fair
team.
statement.
I don't need
That's a
that.
fair statement.
I
I'm not mad
don't
at
want
you.
that on my team.
We don't need to bring in
John Stockton,
All right.
who wants to argue with me.
That's
I'm not mad at that.
Y'all fine with that? Are you gonna argue with me that?
That's 4
Yeah,
right
that's 4.
there.
That's
All right,
4.
who's your 5th one?
And then I would go Isaiah Thomas.
That's 5.
All right.
Okay.
4 out of your 5, I'm okay with.
You started with G.
Tony, and then GP too.
I like GP because he
got
plays
3. You got
defense.
3.
I like that
Nash,
too.
Steve
But he's
Nash
not my
cooked up on one team. He didn't do none of that when he was on Dallas.
Yes, he
bro.
did. Yo, John, you're wildin'.
Yo, check the numbers.
Yo.
He could've done that.
Wait. What'd you
Steve
say?
Nash, when he was on Dallas, did not
Dallas.
look like
Wow.
a Phoenix.
He was 40, 50, 90 in Dallas.
Yeah, like you're bugging.
And he was playing with Dirk. He was hitting Dirk and
Look at the numbers,
Michael
man.
Finley off. You
But
If
Steve
you want
Nash
to talk
an
about
MVP
numbers,
candidate
he
in
was 40,
Dallas.
50, 90 in
Was
Dallas.
Steve Nash an MVP candidate in Dallas?
It don't matter. He
Yes
was
or no?
real.
Yes or no?
He was real.
Nah, he
He
wasn't.
real, so was Rasheed Wallace. Bro.
Let me tell you something, though. The Phoenix Suns Those teams with Steve Nash were
average 18
optical
and 8 in
illusions.
Dallas, bro.
Okay,
And-
they
okay,
were
then what
optical
happened?
illusions. You had a
18
player,
and 8.
Stoudemire, who
He
lived
went to
on
Phoenix-
dunking.
he went to Phoenix, averaged
All
20
right,
and 10.
you had Marion. Sean Marion was made to look a lot better than he
more
actually
possessions.
was
Yeah, that's
as a
a fact.
basketball player.
Nah, that's right. That's true.
A lot of them
Quinn
look better than
Richardson
they were.
and Jimmy Jackson came to the Suns and was looking like all-stars.
Jim
Joe
Jackson,
Johnson was looking a lot
Nah,
better
Joe Johnson
than
was
we
the only one that was actually that nigga.
like,
He was the only one.
He was aight.
Nah, Joe Johnson was that dude. Before he broke his face, Joe Johnson was that dude.
All right, well, once you break your face,
Nah,
and
he
you
was
fall
cooking.
off.
He was cooking.
He was cooking.
Now he's had moments of cooking, but that Phoenix
He was
Suns
still
team
legit
was
in
optical
Atlanta.
illusion.
Yeah.
Now I do blame the coach mostly for that because he literally wasn't trying to play defense.
Defense, nah,
he
nah,
wasn't
nah.
trying to.
He was like, let's go. We gonna get it
Right.
We're gonna run them out the building.
We're talking about
That's
they
it.
were scoring 125, 130 a game, and it went 130 to 111. Like, but you didn't So
Mike D'Antoni
I mean,
was Coach
look
Carter
at
with
we got the
defense.
Suns right now. People with the Suns right now will talk about Devin Booker as just phenomenal. I'm sorry, Devin Booker is good, but he's not phenomenal. Okay,
I said that
he's
yesterday.
good.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry,
Yes.
he's good.
Inefficient.
Now, maybe he needs a better team around him. He has all the skills to do so. I have said Devin Booker is on his way to be a top 10 player of all time. I jumped out the window, but he was on his way. But there are certain aspects. What?
George is here for none of this.
What?
He's like,
I just
"Oh, I'm
heard.
good,
I just
yo."
heard 5 point guard. I just heard Tony Parker and GP ahead of Steve Nash all time.
That's wild.
That's what you just said.
You literally talking about
You didn't
what?
say Curry.
Whoa,
We said-
whoa.
You didn't say Chris Paul.
Whoa. No. Whoa. You're talking about Tony Parker, 5 championships, I believe.
Thank you.
5, I believe.
Thank you.
Steve Nash, 0 NBA final appearances, I believe.
Not-
Gary Payton, 8 championship, and I think 3 final appearances, I believe.
Don't throw GP chip in there. Don't throw GP's chip in there.
Yo,
Don't
Jason
do
Williams
that.
got just as much
Don't
to do
do
with
that.
that.
Mike Doliak got that same ring too. Mike Doliak
Eddie Curry
and Gary
too.
Payton ring is
Eddie
the
Curry
same
too.
ring.
But GP touched the court though. He played.
Yeah, he played.
He hit a shot. He hit a
So
jump.
sorry, my list is valid.
Tony Parker played with
Yo,
the best front court player of all time, possibly.
Plus the best
Possibly.
system. Easily. He's a
and
system
possibly
point
the
guard.
best. And possibly the
You
best
know
head
what?
coach of
I
all
am
time.
no. I am sick and tired of people using people's fortunate as like
Thank you.
as like a disadvantage. Like,
Thank you.
sorry that I got
Word.
drafted here.
So
What do we want me to do?
But you can't negate that
Sorry.
either,
What are you
though.
talking about?
So you're gonna discredit his basketball skills because he just happened to be on
In a
the
system?
business.
Winning is not
and
a skill.
system.
Winning's not a skill.
Hold on.
No. It takes skill to win.
So you put Steve Nash on that team, they don't win the same number of championships?
I have
Is that
no
what you're
idea.
telling
Can we
I
be
have no idea.
honest?
I can't even guess it. I'm
The
not gonna
Suns
guess
were
it.
supposed to beat the Spurs. If what you call it didn't get hit checked and Amari come off the court, the Suns beat the Spurs
We got the
already.
Suns got the most excuses why they
They
should.
do.
Bad
They beat them
excuses.
both
Spurs,
in
but I
that
can't make
series.
He was
Bad
supposed to
excuse.
win
I
that.
am not
that
saying.
series.
And
This is the thing.
I got something to say to your point though. You said you want a point guard that's gonna run your team.
Right.
You saying Steve Nash can't run the team?
That's not what he said. He didn't say that.
That's
I
what he
didn't say
said.
he
He said he
couldn't.
wants you said that's what you said. You just said that
Okay,
before.
let me tell you something. Do I think Tony Parker is a better point guard
To run
than-
your team.
To
You're
run
out
my
of
team?
control.
Than Steve
Absolutely.
Nash.
And we're gonna get
Absolutely,
everybody's
though.
top 10 NFL teams.
Absolutely.
God.
Absolutely.
I disagree.
No, I'm talking about to run my team. What are you guys talking
Nash.
about?
To run
If
my
Steve
team,
Nash had Tim Duncan, it's over.
Steve Nash had an Amari
He had a
Stoudemire in his
He
did,
prime.
he did.
Cook Tim Duncan.
He used to cook Tim Duncan.
Amari
He used to
Stoudemire
cook
cooked
Tim
Tim Duncan,
Duncan.
bro, in the
He used to
playoffs.
cook him.
No.
He used to
I'm
cook him.
gonna tell you right now.
He used to cook him,
Yes,
really?
he gave him
Nah,
30.
I don't
You
believe
go
that. He
ask-
would.
you
And
go-
Tim Duncan to have acquired 30 and 14 rebounds and get a key block shot
What that
to win the
mean?
game.
So he cooked them. What's the mean?
It don't matter. And they bumped
You
him
go
out the
ask any
playoffs every
Suns
time.
any Suns fan who's like, we'll say 30 years old. Not this new Suns fan who
Right.
like,
Don't even ask a 30-year-old Suns fan, though. They all think the Suns are the greatest things of all time out here, though.
I'm saying, relax. You ask a Suns fan who's not this new generation, but the one before that, their most hated team, and they'll tell you San Antonio specifically because of that reason. It's not the Lakers despite Kobe, and they hate Kobe. It's San Antonio because of what you said when he came on the court. That Tim Donaghy, the referee,
Yes.
and Duncan.
Yeah.
Bruh.
They
And
hate San Antonio more than any team. They're not even the same division. It's literally just from the
Just
playoffs.
Yo,
and they hate the Patriots because of
And those
flat
were some of the best
football. They
series
hate the
the Suns
Patriots
and the
because of
Spurs playing
videotaping
against
practices.
each
Like winning, I don't care what you got to do. You can't tell me Tony Parker cannot lead a point guard team. Like,
That's,
as
that's
a point
fine.
guard that can't lead a team.
He's not a top 10 point guard of all time.
Yeah, he's not a top 10 point
I
guard.
didn't say he can't lead. He's not a top 10 point guard.
He keeps saying
He
to
might
me.
not be be a top 50 point guard of all time for that matter.
Well, you're right, because it depends on where you start at top 50. If you start at 50, if
You
you
can't name 50 point guards better than
Oh, no. See, no.
You're right, I
No.
can't.
Yeah, you can. No, see, now here's the thing. You can put Tony Parker in the top 50 if we're going to start from the year 1996 on. Now, if you want to go back and start talking about Havlicek and all these old ones, fine. If you want to leave Isaiah Thomas and all them out of it, cool. Now, if you want to talk about top 50 point guards starting the year 1996 on the present, Tony Parker's in
My
there.
argument is always only players I saw with my own two eyes. If I didn't see somebody play, like, I'm not going to sit here and argue for Oscar Robertson.
Cool.
I didn't watch him.
Okay, but you can't say Tony Parker isn't a top 10 because he played with Tim Duncan. I don't give a shit.
That's not what I said.
Okay.
You said he was better than Steve Nash. He's not.
No,
You're
That's
insane.
what we're trying to say.
That's debatable.
I think
Whether Steve Nash's MVPs were deserved or not, he was in the
debatable.
conversation. He was right there.
It's debatable.
Tony Parker's never been close to the MVP conversation.
Debatable. Because he doesn't have to be. He had a squad. Like, I don't care. Like,
But that's not a competent excuse. Just because you had a squad, like we're basing this off players, solely off players.
could Steve Nash always, if they play 1-on-1, do you think Steve Nash is better than? Like, I don't know. I don't know what we're gauging this off
Steve
of.
Nash is a better shooter,
Yes.
a better free throw shooter,
And a better passer. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, well, how far are you going to take it?
Like Tony
A better
Parker
ball
plays
handler.
four languages. That's the only box he checked.
He's a better soccer
passer.
player, and Tony Parker's from France, and he's still a better
his
soccer
floater might
player.
even be better than
And that was his. And
that's
did he
Tony
look up
shit.
to him or something like that?
Probably.
Yeah, he
Tony
looked up
Parker
to
led
Steve
the NBA
Nash.
like points in the paint before. Steve Nash never did that before.
What are we talking about today?
How you be like,
Come on, stop. It's over.
Y'all got any thoughts on Jay-Z and the NFL?
Hold on a second. Let's start the show off correctly.
Oh, I'm not doing pickups and all that stuff. No.
We might as well.
I got no more time. That was 40 minutes.
Pickup. We don't need to do pickups. We can do releases because I want to know who's buying what.
I don't even know what's coming out.
The 500 comes out this weekend, right? Yeezy 500?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm good on those.
We good on those.
I don't buy Yeezys. Once he started talking wild, I stopped.
Nah, no problem.
I just stopped.
All right.
I'm good. I'm good, beloved.
Let's see. That might be the only thing we're. Oh no, Kobe pack.
Absolutely not.
The Proto 4s.
Absolutely
The
not.
undefeated
Stop
pack.
it.
Yeah,
That
nah,
pack
I'm okay.
is awful, though.
I'm cool, beloved.
Nike has deliberately ruined the Kobe line. No. I'm sorry, the Kobe line is trash now. No. The Kobe 4, if you would have asked anybody out of all the Kobe's, was Kobe 4 one of their top ones, they would have said yes. The Kobe 4 is ridiculous now. No. Period. There is no reason why they keep coming out with these other versions of Kobe. Like, what do I need to...
Because they want to update it, I guess.
fam, come on.
Nah, that's that Horachi
You know what they're gonna do? No,
stop
they
it,
doing this to boost Giannis line.
But dude, why do I need a Giannis Kobe, a Devin Booker Kobe, a DeRozan Kobe, and what's the
Well,
other
you know what
one?
it is? They got
JD's
they got to
yeah.
make people happy that are never gonna get their own SIG. So here you go. This is your version of it because you're never getting a SIG from us.
But dude, like, why can't I get the Kobe colorways of the Kobe shoe that came out? We have two OG colorways: the black, the
wanna push
Delsos, and the
new
whites,
players.
and then all this other nonsense stuff. Kobe, people are acting like Kobe wasn't that guy. Wasn't he? We're talking about basketball players right now. Kobe is one of the top players of all time. He is a killer, and you can't. Can I get a Kobe? Can I get a colorway? Can I
Can I get a Kobe?
can I get a
Can I get a Kobe Bryant Kobe?
Oh, they made a part of this pack is one of them is Kyle Kuzma. Like, you're making a Laker Kyle Kuzma.
What?
Nah,
That's what that's for.
I hear about
Because they're part of it. Can I get a Kobe Laker, not a Kyle Kuzma Kobe Laker?
Word.
Like, I'm sorry, that entire line is awful to me. The color and everything is whack. Like, the Kobe line to me, historic. We talk about it going down the line. I don't think I like any of the Kobe's anymore. I like 5s still, but I don't think we'll ever see a 5. We'll never see a 6. Can I see something else? They went from the 1 to 4, and the 4 they dropped 2 OG colorways and all this goofy stuff now. Like,
I mean, it's an undefeated pack. Undefeated is probably the ones who designed them and decided what they were making.
you're right, but why can't we
I'm
get
still
this?
stuck on having Kyle Kuzma.
That's what the Laker colorway is.
You can't average less than
skipped
20
the line.
points and have a sneaker.
Bro. Devin Booker had 2 shoes that released this year. He has a Kobe coming out, and he had an Air Force One that dropped
that
this
Air
year.
Force One sucked. It sucked.
In person, it was okay. I saw it in person. I was like, oh, not too bad.
They was like $200.
Oh, they were very expensive. Though. They were mad expensive.
Oh, those sucked.
I didn't even see those.
And for everybody who listens to the podcast, appreciate everybody. We're doing. I made a list, right?
Yeah, I got my list ready.
You sure?
I got my list
I'm making
ready.
that. We're doing top 10 television girls that we grew up on to us?
Yes, that we
Is
grew
what
up
call
on.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't want to call it? Okay.
Yes.
My man ready, boy.
Yeah, all right, listen.
Yes.
We are ready.
I'm going to tell you, making my list was very hard.
Yeah.
It was.
It was really hard.
Yes,
wasn't
it
easy.
was.
It wasn't easy.
It was really hard.
It was hard because after I get past 3, I ain't really care about it.
See, that was my problem after
He's
5.
bugging.
After 5, I
I
stopped
was-
caring.
You wildin',
I didn't rank. Why you bother ranking them? What's the difference?
Yeah, see, ranking was my issue. Because I was like, yo, do I really think...
I ranked
I
them.
got like 13.
I rank mine.
I ranked them, but I was...
rank mine.
Yeah, but I don't believe in my ranking, though. I'm like, yo, is she really more fire than her, though? And look, we married. They don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing. We just guys in a podcast talking about girls back in the day we grew up on. We just throwing stuff out. Ain't nothing like that. And for the ladies out there who do listen to us, like, look, we don't mean nothing by it. We just out here guys doing a podcast. That's it. All right? That's all it is. Anybody feel any type of way about Jay-Z? You guys say New Yorkers have no problem talking bad about Jay-Z. Is anybody in New York talking bad about Jay-Z in the
Low-key,
NFL?
he doesn't like Jay-Z.
I'm sorry, what?
I think we talked about that. I think we talked about that last time.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
He doesn't like Jay-Z.
It's not a not like, but it's a respect.
Anytime you
But
gotta
it's-
start the conversation with, you know what? It's not
yeah, but I think we talked about that last time. You don't like him
man
as a
said-
musician, though,
Yeah,
right?
as a rapper, he's not I'm not the biggest fan of his as a rapper, but
But I think in terms of the NFL thing, I think it's more something that we just got to see the rest of the information that come out.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to feel a way about it because, I mean,
Politics. And
it's politics, right? Anybody that thinks that he did it strictly on the humble and on the love is bugging.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fact.
look, Kaepernick got paid already. How come
Yeah,
anybody else can't
so-
get paid off of this? Like,
See, a lot of people do forget that Kaepernick did take that settlement.
Yeah.
Like, if everybody would, not to say Cap isn't about it, but like, he shouldn't take the settlement. Then, like,
Yeah,
it's almost like taken by money or blood money. People talk about, like, Cap don't talk much. It might have been a part of the, like, they might have told
that's
them.
in the
you take
NBA
it.
probably. It's in
It
the
might
NBA.
be in
You can't say
there.
nothing.
Now, with the whole Jay-Z thing, like, my whole thing is, like, the reasoning for it, I have no idea what Jay-Z and the NFL is going to stop a police officer from shooting somebody. It's like, it doesn't do anything. Like, if you can make a few commercials and, like, bring awareness, cool. But when a police officer is out here in the situation, is he going to be like, yo, Jay-Z and the NFL, they got something going on. I better think
Let me
twice.
chill.
Like,
Yeah.
that's my whole thing. Like, I'm personally just tired of, like, people still saying stuff like, we need conversation and discussion. Man, we've been talking about
been
racism
talking about
for
this,
centuries.
yeah.
We've been talking about police brutality for centuries. Like, the conversation is over. Like,
Yeah.
what's somebody going to do about it? Now, if Jay-Z is actually, if Jay-Z would have became police commissioner, okay, like,
Then
being in the NFL and maybe possibly a part owner and in charge of the halftime show now, like, is he gonna bring Common to do the halftime show to?
It's just
like, it doesn't do anything.
You just said if Jay-Z was going to be a police commissioner, I have a conspiracy theory that Jay-Z is a high-level, like,
Informant?
not no, like, informant type shit.
This is the Soul Searching
government
podcast.
official type shit. I mean, he worked for the government or some shit.
Like he was chosen.
He's a mole?
I saw his
Not-
like
not no
Dame Dash
mole.
said something like that on
Not
that
no
song.
more.
That's the Soul Searching podcast.
I've heard that.
You can
say
find him on
that.
Apple.
I've heard people say stuff about Jay like that too. Man.
But I
He
mean,
believe he's in
wouldn't be surprised.
some type of thing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either, yo. I wouldn't.
I'm not surprised
just
by
low-key.
nothing anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
like,
definitely heard that, Joey.
but to keep it on the subject, I feel like from the gate, I feel like everybody's we low key blaming the NFL for police shootings. Damn near. It's like, what the hell did the NFL
Right.
have to do with anything?
Eh.
We mad at the NFL because Cap ain't got a job. Like
right.
I mean,
he put himself on the line and he took that risk. So
That
you
it?
had to eat that.
That's it.
You
Yeah.
knew what you stood up for, and you knew the risk.
Because technically speaking, in the NFL contract, when you sign it, which I don't feel like players obviously don't read it, it definitely says you need to stand for the anthem. If he wanted to go against whatever's in his contract, the
Oh no, they
NFL
added that. That wasn't in there before.
It's in his clause.
No, it was. It wasn't like that before. That the NFL literally was the only league where there was nothing in it when it came to anthem.
Oh,
and
you
stuff
know-
like that.
oh, wait,
At the end, they could have been in the lock. They
Yeah.
could have been in
Was
the
that
locker room
NFL or
and stuff
NBA?
No,
Where you could be in the locker room.
NBA
NBA
is the one I
changed
thought,
it.
yeah.
NBA, because remember
Okay.
Chris Jackson, Mahmoud,
Yeah.
Rauf and them. The NFL was the only one. They was like, you could stay in the locker room,
We don't
whatever.
really care.
You didn't have to come out there for it.
Right. So
Yeah.
so him kneeling to try to create awareness to something was pretty much more of a selfish act. I think he could have done it a multitude of different ways. It's not like he went to go speak to no inner city youth until he was completely out of football. Then you want to come back and complain that he wants a job in football. He made a decision. He got to live with it. It's over, and he got paid. I think he came out on top. He'll never got to play football another day in his life. And he's better for it.
He got money. It's not like he broke. He's not going to stop.
Right.
Like,
I think it's just more of like people on the like wrong and right. Like, first of all, I don't even think you could take a job if somebody offered it to you. Like, I couldn't take it if I was Cap. I feel like Cap still does like he's working out, he's ready and all that stuff. But I feel like you have to not play again.
he can't.
Like,
Yeah, he's too polarized as a figure at this point.
Yeah, like you're now up here with like I'm talking like when you speak of Cap, when we talked about the whole Nike situation, like Nike coming to Arizona with the factory, and then how our governor or whatever he is started saying like because of the Betsy Ross flag being on the back of the shoe, and they pulled it, and because Kaepernick had made the suggestion to Nike that Betsy Ross flag means something
Which he didn't.
worse. Now,
I don't believe that.
you don't believe Cap said that?
Cap wasn't even in the room. That nigga was in his house somewhere.
Yeah, but he might.
Like, you know
Okay.
what? Let's put him
You
on.
see-
You think he was thinking about? Oh, that's 13 stars. That's the original flag.
Hey, look,
Nah,
I
come
think
on.
he did.
That's giving Cap a little too much credit now.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's what he specializes in. He has no choice. He specializes in that.
That's too woke. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. Look.
I feel like they be trying to build him up like he's the
Yeah.
next Martin and shit.
Oh no! Look. Cap is doing some great.
He's doing
some
great
things,
things, but
okay.
let's slow down.
So it's work
Chill.
done, but we don't talk about work done.
And War Done does some major
what I'm
stuff.
saying.
The War
There's a lot
Done
of
built
people
houses
that-
for like single moms and stuff
All
like
of
that.
that,
Like
that's what I'm saying.
still
To this day.
Yeah. But I mean, we look at it as like, I mean, look, we pick and choose what we find and we ride for like through the window. And look, I appreciate Cap taking that and making that sacrifice. I think at some point people need to realize that was a sacrifice and that's that. Like I'm not mad at Jay-Z for taking it, but you definitely gonna have to show something. Like
he gotta show
like
something.
I'm talking like I wanna whatever the percentages are right now for police shootings, I wanna see like they dropped like a little like I need to see something. Like you being there,
I don't think that's.
it doesn't do anything. I'm
Right.
sorry. Like we're talking about
But that's the point. Jay-Z is doing what Jay-Z always does, and that's take advantage of people's ignorance. He knows that people are gonna feel a way towards certain things, so he takes advantage of it. He sees a move and he makes it. He knows it's gonna be polarizing.
and that's the NFL smart. NFL being smart too, because I mean, come on, like they knew it'd be very difficult for black people to go against Jay-Z. Like that's a rough
really.
one. That's a rough. You like, oh,
I mean, on my Twitter feed, everybody is against it. A lot of people, at least half, it's like it's a polarizing move. And if there's money on the floor, Jay-Z's gonna go get it. I guess nobody saw that move. Or I guess Jermaine Dupri was offered.
Jermaine Dupri was the first one
Yeah,
offered
they
it.
offered it to him.
but see, if Jermaine Dupri would have took it, black
Nobody
people
would have cared.
No,
I don't
black
think people would have cared.
Oh, no, come on, black people would have threw him in the. We would have threw Jermaine Dupri in the trash.
yeah, but-
I don't think
Jermaine-
Now Jermaine
Hold on.
Dupri is a legend,
But wait.
and we would have threw him in the trash if he took that deal.
If we being honest though, who is Jermaine Dupri getting to perform at a halftime show?
Fam, come on, Jermaine Dupri is still made.
Jagged Edge,
The brat,
Yo, Bow Wow.
crisscross and shit.
But we all respect Jermaine.
Nah, bro, he knows
Right.
what.
This talk wouldn't have lasted this long.
Yeah.
Like as far like Jermaine Dupri, he's up there, but not as high as like a Jay-Z or something.
If Jermaine Dupri walked out on the NFL field taking that deal, he would have got booed. He would have booed him. Jay-Z walking on the field, you'd be like, yeah, I don't know if you booing him.
Most casual
but
fans wouldn't even recognize Jermaine
Jermaine
Dupri.
Dupri.
Probably
Yeah.
right. Bro. You right.
I feel like Jay-Z gets to the casual.
But that's not the issue. Didn't he tell Jermaine Dupri not to take the
Yeah, he
deal?
told Jermaine Dupri don't do it, and then he
Yeah.
did
And
it.
then,
That's why he
that's
told
what
him
I'm
not to
saying.
do it.
But that's what
the
I'm
issue.
saying.
Vanessa.
He takes advantage of people's
And
ignorance.
telling other people not to perform at halftime and like
Right.
because once like I think when Travis Scott still performed, he was the one who told Travis Scott like he shouldn't have done it. Like when you that's legend. When you get one of the legends, the untouchables, telling someone who's like on his way to legendary status, like, yo, you shouldn't have did that. They listen to that. Like they listen to that. Now, Jay-Z being responsible for halftime shows and stuff, who's gonna tell Jay-Z no? Jay-Z could call everybody who would have said no this year to, come do the halftime show. They would say yes this year. No one, Jay-Z is the upper echelon of everything. Like, I'm sorry, in hip hop,
probably
whether
would've
you
got
like him
people
or
more
not,
bags, though.
whether you like him or not, he's here. Like he just is. Like
Do you think that this deal will show any type of major or important increase in awareness?
No.
Hell no.
So then everything else.
You can't be aware of something that's always existed. Like, people are like, yo, we need to keep having these conversations. People need to listen. Man, everybody knows white people don't mess with black people. Black people don't mess. Like, it's there. Like, this isn't new. Like, no one is just learning about racism. And the whole thing about, I even heard somebody like saying like, what's this old generation that's still alive that keeps racism alive? No, it's not. No, it's not, because these ones that are doing these racial shootings and stuff are in their 20s, 21, 20. These are young.
Those Trump supporters with the tiki torches, they were in college.
Cats is young bucks. So it's not about. It's just, look, people finding some common ground, some common sense, and moving forward. Like, I could sit here and be like, this needs to happen, but you know what? If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Exactly. Like, I need to make sure that I raise my kids a certain way. I would hope that others will raise their kids a certain way, and we move forward from there. We try not to ruin the entire earth. Like, that's it. No, like, that's
we on the track.
Yeah, shit is on fire, yo.
Literally.
And it's crazy because the NFL is good for it, because if y'all notice, what was that, 2 years? What did that Ray Rice thing happen 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And it was mad commercials about
domestic violence.
I didn't see the domestic violence commercial since. Since this issue, I have not seen one domestic violence.
Well, now if Tyreek Hill would have got suspended, then they would have flipped that again.
Saying, but they got to be rid of him.
The NFL is just a reactionary league. They're the opposite from the NBA. NBA is proactive. NFL is reactionary. So if they don't have to worry about nothing issue, they're not going to talk about it.
But that's the whole game. The whole game is to play off people's ignorance. Oh, people are reacting to this. All right, let's put out the fire for now, put a Band-Aid on it, and then they're going to forget about it in a month. And keep it moving. We're going to keep making our money. I feel like that's the same thing Hov did. Hov was like, all right, we mad now. They're going to be mad at me for 2 seconds.
Of course.
I'm going to get this bag for the next whatever.
Look, next week, ain't nobody mad at Jay-Z. Like, it's not.
Some other shit is going to happen.
Right.
Something.
I don't think Eric Reed is going to let it go.
Oh, no.
Eric Reed isn't, no.
Eric Reed's not, because Eric Reed is...
He's in it.
He's in it. Now, he also got some money, too. A settlement, part of settlement money, too. But Eric Reed is in the thick of it, and I enjoy his ride for it and his personality and him speaking up on it and all that. Like, I do. But we're talking about... Like, you're now going against the 300 Army. Like, you can say all you want, but... It's not gonna do anything. Like, they will overpower him.
As long as they're gonna keep signing his check, bro. So
right, and that's
you want to wear this NFL jersey.
If he wants to make it an issue, it'll stay an issue.
Yeah,
NFL. Did anyone know who besides obvious NFL fans? Yeah. Did anyone know who Kaepernick was before he took a knee? I mean,
he was sitting on the bench for the half a year.
He played in the Super Bowl. One Super Bowl and one NFC and another NFC championship on top of that.
Back-to-back years.
If you ask like the general masses, they wouldn't know. Same thing with Eric Reed.
Oh, not a single person would. If Eric Reed walked in here right now, I wouldn't even know who he was.
He ain't a quarterback either. No one knows safety.
Everybody in the NFL got like that. They didn't like that. I could. That's why NFL players act the way they do, because you don't know what they look like. There's only probably 10 NFL players that walk down the street, we know what they look like. 100%. That's why when you go to the club, that's why every time you go to the club, NFL players got the number 95 on their chain. That's like,
you got to know who it is.
How are you, man?
Wait, he was at
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson was at a party in Houston.
Yeah,
we chilling, and there's like literally 4 niggas with the dude, and I'm just like, who that?
Yeah. And see, I feel like I was like, yo, I know him, but I don't know who it is. If I saw Deshaun Watson, I'd be like, I know who that. Yeah, I recognize that head anywhere. Black Satin 1 Jordans. So it's been a big hubbub about women's sneakers and men going after them and stuff. So there was an article on the House of Heat. House of Heat is a blog, sort of like Soul Collector, things like that. Somebody named Peter Michael wrote this article basically like chastising men, like saying that we're putting oppression against women when it comes to the sneaker culture. He used the word oppression.
That's a harsh word.
One of the dumbest articles I had ever read, okay? And he was basically saying that it's almost basically disgraceful and disrespectful for men to be stepping on the toes of women to try to get a shoe that's built for women's feet and things like that.
The answer is very simple, and it's what you brought up earlier. You said Jay-Z is a businessman, so he's going to take advantage when there's business.
When it's there.
If there's money to be made on any shoe, the resellers are going to make the money.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line.
Yep.
Of course.
The people buying the shoe wasn't like the end user for the most part. You know what I mean? The person who's going to wear it wasn't the one getting it. It was the people making the money.
Now, a lot of men are wearing them. I've seen them.
Yeah, you're right. And if they paid $1,000 or $900 or whatever for them.
Or got them. I got a pair. Sold mine already. $900.
Exactly. You weren't wearing them.
I sold them for $926. Now.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Most people who cop, that's my point. Most people copped are reselling. They're not, that's not the,
Yeah, that's-
the
I mean,
end user.
For men, you mean like men buying them?
Yeah,
Women,
men
of course,
buy.
women
So-
too, but
To the point, the business aspect overrules all that, and that's probably what he missed when he's writing that article.
Well, I think he was trying to say that like even men should ignore that aspect of it and let the women shine. It was about
It doesn't
letting
matter.
the women shine.
It's
Do
not
you know
about
what
it's not
country
about
we
men or
live in?
women.
Say what?
It's about money.
Does he know what country we live in?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're right. 100% right.
It's not about men and women. It's about money.
He sounds like he still lives like at home, like with not with his mom, his grandmother.
Well, then he threw in the like, I hope you guys have a daughter one day and you'll understand.
And I'm gonna teach her how to resell too.
Teach you how to start.
I'm
a
gonna
business.
teach you how to flip too.
And then you flip them.
Like-
That's what you tell you.
I think everybody on that release is in the same boat. Men and women are both complaining.
Like I do
prices
look
and
at this.
whatever
Like I
feel like it's
If nobody cared about it, they wouldn't be selling for $1,000. That's
see like
that's
well, why,
economics.
why you feel like it's whack? Because they women's shoes.
Yeah.
See,
I mean, I'm a
Joey.
I'm a
I'm
Bigfoot
with Joey.
dude,
Yeah.
so I never had that situation where, oh, I'm gonna get the size 50 women's and put them on my
Let them eat. Go ahead, cook up
I don't
quick.
even think it's a let
So when
them
you let
eat
somebody
situation.
eat,
I just
if
feel like, yo,
it's
why
a
you
fire
wearing
sneaker, it's a
them
fire
anyway?
sneaker though.
No,
That's
you're
true.
right.
That's
No,
true.
you're right.
That's
But there's certain sneakers like I'll pass up on a currency shoe first if I know a certain currency fan, like if they really want the shoe. It's like, I bet I don't rock with currency like that. The shoe is fire. The shoe is fire.
But that's not. We talking about gender.
no,
okay,
no.
personally.
We're talking about gender,
Nah,
though.
if it's,
But now,
let 'em
see,
rock,
see
let
now
'em
the
rock.
argument is okay. So if that's the case, if this is the hill that niggas is going to die on, which is fine, I'm cool with that. Then it should be a situation where shoes should be more accessible to everyone because there's a lot of shoes.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shoes that women will never get.
Exactly.
Like,
And we don't talk about that. Like
fact.
we don't ever complain. Like I've had conversations with dudes talking about, oh man, I wish I could have got like X female shoe or X woman shoe or whatever. And I was like, yo, do you know how many sneakers that we've gotten? Period.
Right.
That women will never be able to get.
facts.
So
and,
like,
and women are always gypped when it comes to like their stuff, anyways. Like
Yeah.
they don't.
know.
that
When I was
quality
growing up, the
sucks.
colorways were better for women.
no, I agree
They,
with
look,
you.
they still are sometimes. Certain models,
we was just
Oh, that's a fact. In the
certain
90s, that's a
models,
fact.
yes.
They didn't have as many.
Yeah,
They
but
got
the
better
colorway
The
colors.
was
lavender
fire.
10s are one of the hardest 10s out.
Yeah.
I will die on that.
Okay, first of all, 10s are trash.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna disagree with you
There
on
is
that.
only one 10 that matters on Earth, and that's still 10.
Tens aren't trash. We're just not wearing.
They're not
them.
trash. They just I like what he said. I don't
Fam,
think they're trash.
10s are trash.
Nah, they got 5 good colors.
I've never heard you ride of 10s.
Yeah.
No,
Powder
no.
blues is solid.
What's trash?
Oh, powder blue 10s.
Steals
Those
is
fire
solid.
too.
Eights.
The
Now
white and
eights
blue
Oh,
is solid.
Chicago 10s. You know I take my mind.
Yeah, there you go.
10s are fire.
Solid.
man.
Eights.
He
I
said
take
that.
You're right. You're right. I was tripping, man. I had double nickels. Fire, fam.
Double nickels,
Carolina
fire,
Blues.
bro.
Fire.
Yeah,
Stilton.
like,
Fire, dog.
Did you think it was a different model?
Sometimes you just get caught up talking on the mic. You don't know what you're talking about. Man. Back in the day, that City Pack, your New Yorks, your Sacramento's, your Seattle's, that's fire.
That's what I'm saying.
The Rio joint.
I was tripping.
right back.
I was over podding. I was over podcasting. Man. Sometimes you get ahead of yourself, though. But you're right. But no, like I do think like when we had a couple of girls on this podcast talking, and they do say like how women their sneakers like when they gotta buy the kid versions, they're missing certain features.
Yeah.
Like they don't got an air bubble. They don't get
It
extra
used to
laces.
be like that, but it's not anymore.
Not anymore for-
at least with the retros.
when
Nike
it's a
changed that.
women-made sneaker, it's not like
sucks.
that.
No, even the GS. Like when you look at the fours, for example, they used to not have that.
Oh yeah,
on
you're right. The
medial
whatever that
side or
thing
whatever
is.
the
Yeah.
outside side is.
Oh, not the wing.
The little rubber part.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Like they've added, they're trying to improve. Do I feel like now these ones, Satin ones are different. A lot of people don't realize how different the Satin ones are across the board. These ones and the Shadow Backboard Satin Rolls are the only ones that have leather on them. The Shadow Allie Mae satin ones had corduroy
So this right
instead of
here,
leather.
it
Then the
doesn't
bread
have
and the
that
Royals
little
ones
rubber
were
part.
all
Satin.
satin.
Yeah, okay.
All satin to me, now that's a little weird. I can't wear all satin. To me, satin is for a girl, but do I think they fire? I saw them in person at Flight Club. I was like, oh, these joints is clean.
Yeah, it mean-
Am I gonna wear them? No, but I don't knock anybody wearing these black ones that came out. I think them joints is dope. Like,
Fire.
them joints is fire. Now, to me, it should be against the law to keep a sneaker that you can sell for $1,000. Though I'm sorry, though. Like, I couldn't in my right mind do that. Now, there's certain ones that we own that we have kept. Like, okay, I gotta keep this one. This joint is fire.
Yeah.
But in this certain situation, I mean, I couldn't believe. Like, we're talking, we're text messaging. I'm like, dude, I'm like, every 25 minutes, the joint was going up like $15, $20. So I was like, yo, like, I'm in a.
Yeah,
like,
but you didn't buy it to keep it, so that's different.
You're right, and I deliberately bought a size that so I wouldn't keep it. Now I'm not saying I wouldn't have, all right, because I like it. Now, do I feel that women's shoes?
Get out of here.
Look, man, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You just literally sold a black toe.
Which one? Oh yeah, so the real black toe, but. I sold it.
So what are you talking about?
It was too big. Yeah, I had that back. I know that, man. I got a lot of issues.
And not just a weekly basis, on a daily basis, this is what I deal with.
I got a lot of sneaker issues. That's what we're talking about it though. Like we talk about the sneaker discussions. That we're
Motown 25 right now.
satin ones. I don't agree with anybody who thinks that men shouldn't go for them. Like if you think men should like,
I don't feel that strong about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Right.
It's just
But it's like,
like,
just let the ladies cook up.
yeah, I'm like,
I mean, that technically says I feel like guys shouldn't buy the sneaker.
what does let the ladies cook up?
I mean,
mean?
I put in for Foot Locker raffle on it. I'm
let
not
them get
ashamed.
their shoes.
I didn't win.
You tried.
Yeah, I put in for the Foot Locker online
So hold on, let
raffle.
me
I
ask you a
didn't
question.
win.
So y'all saying, let's say you get a raffle, right? You win the sneaker, and it's everybody here wears the size that you're gonna get. If you win the raffle and you telling me there's a girl behind you breaking down crying, you gonna give her your ticket? Like, yo, here. There you go. Sorry.
No.
I'm gonna give her $1,000.
Huh?
I'm gonna give her a stack.
I put that in,
She-
bitch.
Sorry, man. Let the ladies cook. You gotta give it to her.
Let the ladies cook.
No, you gotta cook. You cooked and you served it to her on a plate. You gotta give it to her.
Problem is, you're asking the
food was
wrong
nasty.
group of motherfuckers. in here.
Exactly.
These people.
I will
We're
say that.
fucked up.
No. See, I'll say that because there's like people who love sneakers and there's people who like, all right, chill. All right, there are some cats who would genuinely like go out there and collect 5 pairs of them. $5,000 in their hands and go out and give them to girls, like yeah.
Nah.
But they do that to like prove
they
themselves.
exist.
Cats.
They exist.
There are
Those
cats
are
on
lames.
IG.
Those are lames.
No,
We call
I
them
see
lames.
cats on IG
exist.
like, yo, for all you guys that kept it for yourselves, you trash. I got 3 for my homegirls. I'm like,
Nah, we not doing
Yeah, I'm
that.
not.
for you.
But see, the issue with that
I don't care
is
if
the
it was
fact
her
that he
birthday.
is
Social
putting it
media.
on social media
Right.
and saying, "Look at me,
Right.
being the good guy." If you just did
That's
it
mad
and didn't
corny.
tell nobody, good for
Right.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if nobody know you a superhero, fam,
See, but sometimes heroes don't wear capes, brother.
you're right.
That's a fact.
Dude, sometimes they got a pocket full of raffle tickets, big.
They got a cape on, all right. It just ain't a
Hancock.
Oh, Hancock.
Hancock,
Sometimes
man.
you gotta be Hancock out here, bro.
I heard y'all been like Hancock out here drinking a lot of bottles. Listen, my man wrong, my man eyes.
I woke up in a hot tub this morning. I don't know how I got there.
That's the best though. There's nothing like stories. Out of town
You
stories.
asked him earlier.
I still don't
It had
know what
water in it,
happened.
or it didn't have
said it
water.
had
No water. No water.
It almost like a
It was like a hot tub and
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it almost got filled up with water, but like it was a mistake.
Because if you drink, make sure you do not fall asleep in a hot tub.
you could die.
yeah, you could die. Yeah.
die.
If it was an act like full
100. % serious.
you
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I've been drunk like I'm so. Might be tripping. I be drunk like in Arizona heat, like when you get. Now I shouldn't do this. Now this is prior to getting the job. This is old school stuff. All right, just in case anybody listening. I've been drunk to where like you so drunk. I'm talking where you sweating mad bullets. You get in your car and then you fall asleep in your car. And at night out here it's still 101, 102 out there. Like if you wake up in your car hot and you drunk, there's nothing worse. Like you want to die. You know? Like I've slept.
Well, I know
in,
what's worse than that.
Like-
You guys don't smoke cigarettes, right?
Oh, no.
All right. What's worse than that is I have friends that smoke cigarettes. You go party, then you like say you out somewhere. You wake up in the morning and they go 8 a.m. first thing outside to smoke a cigarette when it's like 100 degrees out. What? You hung over and it's 8 a.m. and you smoking a cigarette outside that early.
Get the fuck out of my
I wanted to peek when I saw that.
I've had that situation happen to me. Like I've got like crazy drunk, and dudes were just smoking like cigarettes like right in the morning. It's like crack of dawn, 7:45. We ain't even going to bed yet. I'm like, yo, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, what are you doing right now?
Well, but see, I got stories to take back. Y'all tell everybody how crack in Arizona is. Come. Like, cause I remember when I went to, it's space out here. It's space. See, New York has to go up.
You guys are like kind of in the middle of everything, though. You could go to Scottsdale, downtown, quick.
I knock your town, cats like, yo, you gotta come on a weekend. Friday,
I know. We
Saturday,
can come there on a
Sunday,
weekday
and leave on like a Monday,
People
Tuesday.
are still out. It doesn't matter.
They still out, but it ain't like Sunday fun day, like stuff like that. Like,
y'all got a Sunday fun day too?
Sunday fun day
oh
too.
man, come on, man. It'd be wild.
You have to see that.
Though.
Texas Sunday fun day.
Texas, Houston Sunday fun day.
They showed us something special.
Now I don't know if it's the same thing, but we they're out here. I haven't been to a lot of them, but they out here.
There's plenty. Even when the NFL's not happening.
How come New York ain't got no damn Sunday fun day?
Because we drunk all the fucking time.
Y'all party all the time out there?
No, we got happy hour everywhere during the week, so it's like they like Sunday ain't special, just chill.
Y'all, come on, man. I'm glad y'all do enjoy it though. Tell everybody in New York we got buildings and stuff. People out here like I went to New York. I went to New York. I'm not even joking. I went to New York. Cat was like, yo, y'all really ride horses? I said, I said, I'm from California. Really, do y'all really surf? I said, man, there's other things out here. And television ruins that.
The answer is yes, but yes, there's other stuff.
Yeah, there's other stuff. But like, you watch the Suns play on TV, and then like goes to a commercial break. They show the desert and a cactus and the sunset. I'm like, fam, where the buildings at? Where are you? Like they show like a scorpion walking across the dirt. I'm like, fam, we got cars and other stuff. Like, NBA on TNT, cactus. I'm like, tumbleweed. I'm like, all right, man. We got more out here. But like I said, glad you guys came through, posted up with us for a minute.
Yes.
What else was I talking about? I forgot something else. Anything y'all want to talk about? I know y'all. You talking about doing a few things. I brought my favorite shoe though. You told me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
What is it? I'm curious.
I like the box. That box is talking.
Y'all know what this is. Y'all know what this is. Y'all have seen this before. This is a classic. This is a New Balance. This is a classic.
Okay.
This is a classic. This is my favorite shoe of all time. There's a Kennedy.
Those is clean.
I like that right there.
I thought about the DS pair. I got like 3 or 4 of these maybe.
Yeah, those is dope.
Like these right here, because I'm gonna just say bringing a favorite pair of sneakers though, and like I was going through, and I'm like, yo, see, there's a reason why these my favorite, because when they re-retroed these, and George and we was in the streets fooling around trying to get all these sneakers on. Or these came out in 2011. And I remember I really, really wanted these, but this is back when Nike basketball was up here, okay?
Elite status.
And this is like, right? And so like making basketball sneakers great again. That's our responsibility. Like,
absolutely,
that it is.
Yeah.
But when you put them on, you be like, oh, you know what? These joints kind of big. This kind of big. Now, when these came out, I'm talking. This is 2011. 2011, you could argue one of the greatest sneaker year of all time. Okay, we're talking Weathermans. We're talking about Miami Nights. We're talking about Solar Reds. We're talking about Phi Salmon Toes, leather back. We're talking pewter foams, eggplant foams. We're talking about True Blue threes. We're talking about Cement threes. We're talking about Packer, Reebok tennis pack. Like I could think of every single thing. I was gonna bring French Opens too. Reebok Packer pack. Like we're talking about Run DMC's 86. We're talking about Royal Foam's retro. We're talking about Airflows. Like I could name every single sneaker for that year 2011. Canon 9s, and you could argue LeBron 9s are the greatest LeBrons ever of all time. Fine.
I'm okay with that.
That's not an argument.
These
you can't argue.
Problem with these were these sat. People don't realize what these came out and sat, right? They sat for a little bit, didn't they? Like that night.
I mean, they sold out that day, but you could get one and get back in line and get another one, get back in line. Like there was not enough.
I really wanted these, but me and George was out here in these streets. Concords came out that year too.
In Boston at the release.
Ben 5s came out that
Online,
year.
they sold out.
Year of the Rabbits came out there. Why are Ben's disrespected? No one talks about Ben Jordans.
Because Ben's were like, I agree with you, because Ben's were like low key hard. The Ben 7s were hard. Yeah, Ben 9s were hard.
Ben 5s were hard. 13s were hard. All
Ben,
of them.
The Ben 2s is
a lot of quality.
Oh, Ben 2s was whack.
Those is whack.
Yeah.
I think it was alright.
But yeah, all 2s are kind of bad.
Any 2 is whack.
are not whack.
Two color two.
You know what?
Two good colorways.
You know what?
Low top 2s are fire.
Fire what? To put in them? What, in the fire?
Okay, they're dope. Is that good?
Twos remind me of like some shoes that like the putties from Power Rangers would wear.
I mean, they definitely look like you could kick a soccer ball extremely hard in them.
Absolutely.
But they fire though, to me.
Or some roller skate.
But that year, I remember I really wanted to get these, but I couldn't because I think we was out here trying to I think we was out in the street trying to get Katie Weathermans that same month. Like,
I remember that.
And I mad disrespected these because I'm out here chasing these huge basketballs, yellow foam posits, electric foam posits, aqua blue foam posits, pine green foam posits. Like, we're talking a lot of major sneakers came out that year. And I remember saying to myself, like, only pair of like New Balance I owned were like pre-owned. I had never bought a brand new pair of New Balances that year. He would buy them for his stepdad back in the day, and I thought they were the most fire ever. So I wasn't prepared to pay like $180, $200 for a New Balance back then. I was like, I don't know about that, dude, because I need Concords come out. I need about 4 of those. I need to, end of the year. So then I passed on them, and then I remember seeing like a picture of Clark Kent. I don't know how y'all feel about Clark Kent, but it is what it is. I don't know. Somebody had sent me a message the other day like, yo, Clark Kent, he sunned you. He sunned me. I said, fam, Clark Kent didn't sun me.
Based on that
interview? I'm like, man, fam, he didn't
say anything. How you sun somebody without saying anything?
I was like, whatever, man. So anyways.
If anything, he got sunned for staying on the phone for 2 hours and not saying anything.
Word.
So I remember passing on these, and I was like, I seen like Clark Kent wearing them, somebody wearing them. I was like, yo, them joints are fire. Went back, they were like, God, what were they like at one point? $700, $600? I was like, oh yeah, I can't do it. This is back when we were selling foam posits for like $400. All right, that's when resale was like this. Okay, so like when I went back to go get these through the roof, this was like more of a East Coast thing. I didn't know how fire New Balances and Asics were yet. We were like getting on board with it, but we were still buying SB Dunks. That year, Statue of Liberty Dunks came out.
Those were hard. Yeah, those were hard.
Space Jam Dunks came out that year. Like there was a lot of tough sneakers that came out that year, but this one right here has always been one that I said I got to go back and get. So when they retroed them again, I got on there and I bought 2 of these, 3 of these, and then I bought the red ones too, and I was like, I'll never ever get rid of these. Like, to me, that's what I talk about when a sneakerhead. Like, a real sneakerhead to me is that one that makes sure he goes back and gets something that he said was fire. It can't be fire today, and then when you have it never be fire again. Now I get when stuff is $2,000. I get it. It's $2,000. I ain't getting that.
Yeah.
All right. But if you always have the opportunity again to go back to get something that you said was fire, you go back and get it. I bought Weathermans that year, and I sold them for $450, and George knows, like, I did everything in my power to get them, and I got them, and then I sold them. I'm going to get Weathermans again. All right, I'm not paying $500 because I'm not gonna wear them because they're basketball shoes. But what? I've been buying KD for. See, you think
you never getting those ever again?
Well, why not?
Unless they retro.
Damn,
let's
not put that energy out.
Look at that. Yo, what's up, man?
I'm a known hater, so I'm a known hater.
You said I'm a known hater. I got you.
George is a designated hater. Like, he's good with it.
Nah, but we do want those to come back.
Like, we're just starting with Canon 9s. I'm gonna buy them again.
Yeah, well, Canon 9s.
Like, there's a lot of things. China 9s. There's a lot of things. So it's like, that's why this one is definitely my favorite sneaker of all time. I'll never get rid of it. I don't care what happens. It is what it is. Some of the best materials ever. I thought this was DS. So Kennedy 999 Concepts, one of the best ones ever to me. This was my favorite sneaker of all time. Okay. Anything else? I don't know if there's anything else we want to talk about.
You said you were going to talk about New York Pack.
Oh, do y'all know anything about the New York Nike by Me creator thing?
Oh, the 28 people that was creating Liz B. Crawl. One of y'all.
I actually know one of the artists that was there. I don't know about her name. Like, I follow on Instagram. We had we did an art exhibit like a year ago, and like she put out a pack. Hold on, let me find her so I can shout her out.
And you can sign up to do like the next round too.
Oh yeah.
To be a part of it.
Yeah, you can sign up because I don't think it's gonna be New York every single one. I think it's gonna go to different cities.
Oh, I hope so. That's what I was gonna say because I was like, New York and these major city biases, fam. Like, I'm like, Phoenix is a top 10 city in the country. We get nothing. Our Nike went out of business in March. Oh, I don't went out of business. Closed in March. It was like, we out of here. That was a bad location where it was, but like, I'm like, yo, come on, New York gets all the dopest things. I watch IG and video.
Just said we can't penalize Tony Parker for being on the good team. I was just born here.
Right.
I found the artist. Fat Shell's Danny B. She has what does she have? My fault.
The 2.7.
There you go.
Yeah. Is that the with the air bubble or the?
Yeah, with the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
What color is hers?
So
What's she
hers,
look like?
it's multicolored. It's like orange. Green,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
so.
she got the. That's not the 270.
No, that's the 200.
yeah.
That's the 200.
yeah,
Those the 200.
200,
yeah.
200 React, yeah.
Cause I've seen the other people that have them, like an artist I follow. His name is Quality, and he has the 270s.
Yeah.
And he got like some little like decals in there with his like initials. Is fire.
Because the only person I mean, I don't know her, but like I follow her. I don't know her name. The girl from the Camp Out, the show that's on YouTube. Her name is KB1 or something. I don't know. Hers is pretty dope. Like Serena was wearing them, and like she's been posting like, "Yo, Serena picked mine to wear at the thing," and they pretty dope. Like, actually, I'm debating on buying them, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I thought maybe y'all maybe knew something about it. Like, it says you could sign up to be chosen to design it. Like,
Do I get the money that I make?
oh yeah, you get money from it. Like,
what I
you
want.
get every pair that gets sold, you get a percentage of it or something like that. One of them like sold out. Like,
It's gonna be like 2.25%.
yeah, you probably get like $47 or something.
He said $47.
Yeah, that's probably
You gotta
good.
sell all of them out to get $50.
Oh, man.
I mean, you can get a 2 for $20 at at Applebee's or something like that. With that.
Like, give me some Nike stuff.
Yeah, it is better than zero, but you know,
Definitely.
it will put a little frown on you. See $47 in the middle.
Yeah, like,
Real ass check.
Damn, I done put like 18 posts on Instagram. I done told all the family to cop, and y'all gave me $47.28. Damn. I don't got anything else unless y'all had anything additional y'all wanted to talk about or touch
Levi's
on.
pack was the last
Just
thing
for
you
kicks,
put
you
on
want
there.
to-
No, you talk about you said football. We doing these football teams? You said top 10 football teams?
Yes.
Top 10 football teams.
No, we
Are
talking about that was sitcom chicks.
No, he said.
George
Yeah.
said it.
Oh,
George
you
said
said
it.
Yeah, he did say it.
Are
Jules
the
did
Dallas
say it.
Cowboys a
Wait,
top
wait.
5 team in the NFL this year?
Oh my
no,
God! Oh man!
Where?
We literally.
It's crazy. Yo, we was just talking about this.
Hold on,
yesterday,
but the
man.
energy that he has, right?
Wait,
That
hold on,
you
fam.
confidently you said that.
No, he doesn't. He's a Raiders fan. I'm a Cowboys fan.
No, I'm a Cowboys
You and him
fan.
is good.
Okay,
You
hold
and
on
him
real
is
quick,
good.
man.
He
Now,
thinks
don't get too
the
disrespectful.
Giants
I'm not doing it this
are
year,
making
fam.
the
I'm not
playoffs.
doing it this year.
Without Zeke, y'all
The
suck.
Giants
Look, fam.
are making the playoffs.
Okay.
I knew we would have some
When we
Giants
said the
fans
Giants
here
was making the
today, so-
playoffs.
You agreed with him.
No, we said that.
No.
You said the Giants are making the playoffs.
I said at worst with the Giants, we're 6-10 this year.
You said y'all making the
At best, we're 10-6. We get the second wild card.
Fam,
That's what I said.
What you
Oh,
talking
okay.
about?
Listen,
With an 83-year-old.
our defense is great. Our defense is going to be really good this year.
It is.
We're going to run the ball because we have 3 legit running backs that are going to run the ball. And we're going to control the clock. It's Saquon, Paul Perkins is back. He's healthy. And Wayne Gallman. We have 3 running backs. We're going to kill this year.
Fam.
We're going to kill this year. Evan Ingram is healthy too. Ridiculous. We're going to be about, I think, 6-10 to 8-8 around that range.
Now you at 8-8.
No,
Fam,
did I not say yesterday? Best case scenario, we're
Y'all
10-6.
make the playoffs.
Exactly.
If y'all even get 8-8, dude, I would be shocked. The
Y'all gonna be
Cowboys, man, what?
Yo,
Fam, we're going to
Amari
the Super
Cooper
Bowl this
sucks.
year, though.
What Super Bowl?
Let me explain something to you.
For Texas?
No, let me
High school one?
No. Let me tell you something, fam. I don't sit there and say the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl every single year. George thinks I do. I never do. I know when my team
it's on
sucks.
tape.
I know when my team sucks. Okay.
tape.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
That's what it is. That year, I bet my human races and against my brother-in-law that they were going to beat the Packers in the playoffs, and I lost with human races.
Why you talking
Now
about-
look.
Yeah.
The Cowboys that one year we lost to the
catch
long
year,
story.
yeah.
So look, I am a Cowboys fan, and I know when my team sucks and when it doesn't suck. We get to the playoffs one year, we get put out. Boom. We get to the playoffs one year, we win a playoff game. Boom. We're going to the Super Bowl this year. The Cowboys
the
are
reasonings.
a top 5 football team. Is our defense not phenomenal?
It's good.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? You just told me.
good.
You just told me the Giants. Was
Giants,
Yes.
No, if the Giants' defense is good, then the Cowboys is phenomenal.
Who's even in the secondary? I can't.
Oh,
name
y'all
a single
have good
person in the
linebackers.
secondary.
Y'all have great linebackers.
Our linebackers and our rushers, well, man, forget them secondary. Look at the quarterback.
Linebackers don't matter in the NFL
wait,
anymore.
is
It's
it
the front
Randy-
4 and the secondary.
Is
That's all
Randy
that matters.
Gregory suspended?
That's who gets paid.
Look, he did.
Is he
a little
around?
something. He coming back.
What?
He did a little
He
something.
suspended like the season this time? He always suspended.
Nah, he'll be back. Look,
Y'all gave Jalen Man all that money, and now they're gonna be able to pay your 2 offensive stars.
oh no, we'll pay them.
They
Just
they
relax.
only really got one offensive star, if we're being
apparently.
honest.
Our
Apparently
team
not.
has a solid core. We have a top wide receiver.
Who?
maybe the best.
Whoa, who's the top wide receiver?
A top wide receiver. Not
Yo, he has 3 good games every year. He's the shriekiest receiver in the NFL. If you take away his 200-yard games, it's a catch with 5 yards, a catch with 8 yards. Even on the Raiders, he was like that. We can't G that. Come on. We can't G that about Amari Cooper. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Yo, we're not going to do that.
Yo, he going through it.
Yo, Amari Cooper, literally. Come on, Greg. Greg, don't do this, Greg. You a Raiders fan, so you know about Amari Cooper and how shrieky he is.
He was better with Dallas than he was with Oakland, but I mean.
But after them first 3 games on Dallas, he sucked towards the end of the year.
Are the Giants going to finish with a better record than the Cowboys?
If y'all don't get Zeke, yes.
Why you keep
If Zeke is not there, we have a better record than y'all.
Man, stop
If
it.
Zeke is not there, we have a better record than y'all.
Man, y'all lost probably the best wide receiver in the league. How y'all get better?
We didn't win with him. We don't need him to win.
So how you win without him, bro?
We don't win with him.
We still got the same quarterback.
We have a better team now. We don't have to only rely on Odell.
You gotta do this.
Come on. Yeah.
We got a better team.
We got more cotton candy machines.
Listen, our locker room.
You got a guy throwing beer further in the stands.
Yo,
all right.
Listen, our locker room is going to be much more united this year because he's gone. Landon Collins is gone. All of those outspoken people, they're gone. That energy is out of the locker room. We're going to be an effective football team this year. Pat Shurmur and James Bettcher, second year with their systems, it's going to be amazing.
Giants 4-12. No.
You're wild. And the Redskins are going to be 4-12.
No, Redskins will be 6-10.
Oh, get out of here.
And I hate the Redskins.
With Case Keenum?
I hate the. Man, stop. First of all, Case Keenum is an upper echelon, but don't be disrespectful to Case Keenum. Case Keenum is better than Case Keenum is a solid quarterback.
Case Keenum is a whack Kyle Orton. Get out of here.
No, okay, now you tripping.
He's a whack Kyle Orton.
He only had one good year, and it was.
When's the last good year?
ESPN actually wrote an article yesterday about that. He had in his career, he had the most outlier season of his entire career than any quarterback in NFL history.
Keenum?
Yeah,
Man.
he was with the Vikings.
Come on.
Is he better than
He was
Chase
number
Daniels
one on their
and-
list.
I'm not Chase Daniels.
Daniel Jones, get it right.
He better than
Yeah,
Daniel.
but Daniel
Future.
Jones probably not going to play.
Yo.
Exactly.
Look,
Future.
Come on, man.
The Giants'
Future.
future.
Daniel Jones has
How
some
do you feel
pretty
about the
decent
AD situation?
preseasons.
As a Raider fan.
My expectations are extremely low, as they are every single year. So, regardless of what happens, I can't be upset about it. You know what I mean? That's the way to look at it. But I said on last week's episode, clearly I want him to play and play well because I think it will help the team get better. But if he doesn't play, it's just like it is what it is.
Have you given up on Carr? Is that it?
He hates Carr.
You know what?
He hates Carr.
Hate is the wrong word. You're right.
Last year you hated him.
You're right that I don't love him. But I was looking at his numbers today because we had that conversation with Rico about the Jets. Carr's numbers are
not that
better.
bad,
He's like behind Rich Gannon as a second quarterback in Raiders history.
I was saying that last year.
That's saying much
Text, man,
about
I'm
the
telling you.
Raiders' history?
You're right. Easy.
I was saying this last year. I was like, yo,
Say,
Carr's a good quarterback. He's really good. You watch these games and you lose and you do weird stuff, but you look at the numbers, you're like, it's a really good quarterback. It's like people trashing Tony Romo.
Well, if you try to
Tony
come back
Romo
all the
is a
time,
great
he's going to be
quarterback.
throwing the ball all the time. So, yeah, it makes sense.
Look, man, come on, man.
Second
I'm not defending your quarterback.
Second year in John Gruden's system, we'll see.
Cowboys, Super Bowl, that's it. Rams don't make the playoffs. Giants don't make the playoffs, 4-12.
Rams don't make the
Redskins,
playoffs?
Rams don't make the playoffs.
He thinks the Cowboys are better than the Rams.
Look,
for
I
some
know
reason.
something about the Rams that y'all don't know about. Somebody told me that they. Never mind, I can't tell you.
Yeah, all right. Off air.
I know something about Ty Gurley that y'all don't know, though.
Well, he got Andrew Bynum knees?
Nah, yeah, I know something about it. The homie told me. So I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all do y'all fantasy football or anything, you better not pick Gurley.
Yeah,
I'm telling you
I wasn't
now.
planning on to
I'm
anyway,
telling
but-
you now. I know something that people don't know. I told the homies already. All right. Go ahead.
Tell us something you do know then.
Oh, I know my top 10 hottest girls TV that I watched growing up over the years at my house.
It's not even top 10 hottest. It's top 10 that you like had a crush on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's technically like the same thing.
all right, go ahead.
Nah.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
you're right.
hottest and who you like is different.
Yeah, it's different. Cause some,
Okay, that's different.
That is
Yeah,
different.
that's
some
big difference.
women ain't a 10 looking, but they
Mike.
got the personality or whatever that pushes the number up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. I started off, bro. What you got?
Oh, I got an honorable mention. I got one honorable mention.
All right.
I got Maxine Shaw from Family Matters.
Oh, Maxine was cool.
Maxine was fine. Laura
That went out with Waldo. That went out with Waldo.
Yeah, that went out with Waldo.
she's nice.
Yeah, she was nice.
nice.
People forget about her though. She was a friend.
So everybody gets one honorable mention?
Are you
If you go,
saying?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
Are you saying the name of the character or the name of the actress or what?
I don't know
That's the
Maxine's
character.
real
Yeah,
name.
that's the character.
I don't know the
Yeah.
name of a lot of these people.
I only put one.
Yeah, characters.
But when I say a name, you guys gonna be like, who?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I hope you got their TV name too on it.
I do.
Okay,
Alright.
as long as
I'm
you got
saying
it.
I don't even know what I got.
Look, you want me to start?
Yeah, go ahead. You gotta start.
Let me go to my number 10. Number
from
10.
down up.
This is top 10 television girls we thought were tight to us.
That's right.
Growing up. Number 10. Y'all might not know who this is. Her real name was, only got her real, it's the only person that got her real name. Jenna Von Oy. She was 6 on Blossom. Y'all don't know her. Blossom.
Oh, yeah, I know who you talking about.
6. She
I know
talked
who
real
you talking
fast.
about.
She was fine.
I know who you talking
To
about.
me.
Wait.
I know you was talking
When she
about.
was 6?
No, her name
No,
was
her
6.
name was
That's a different conversation.
Relax.
Yo, what's
Yo. Number 9, I got Leah Remini, and now on King of Queens.
All right. Okay. I can respect
And
that.
she was on Saved by the Bell when they went to work at the Palm Springs at the beach house, the
Nobody
beach episodes.
remembers
Fam.
Wait,
Yo.
Kings of Queens is with the chubby guy.
Yeah, with
His
the-
wife
yeah.
is- I like her.
She was fine. Now she a weirdo now,
She
but
the
she's
Scientology
fine, huh?
chick,
Yeah. Number 8.
She left Scientology, so she has become unweird.
Oh, yeah.
It's the reverse.
Yeah, but she's weird when now she hate on everybody in it. I don't know. She's a weird person. Look, I believe in Jesus Christ, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What
Number
does
8.
Scientology got to do with Jesus Christ?
Number 8. Number 8. Lisa Turtle. From Saved by the Bell.
That's a nice one.
that.
Lisa Turtle is a
She's
nice
weird too now, but she was fine on the show. She's a little mousy.
She's been
all right?
weird for about
Number
20
7,
years.
I got Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show.
one. It's a little low. It's a little low.
That's a little low.
It's a little low.
See, it's hard to rank these. It's hard to rank them.
I like it. That's a good
Everybody gonna
mention.
have their people.
I'm gonna go on my 10.
Go ahead.
Number 6, I got Stephanie Tanner from Full House.
My man.
Stephanie was fine,
Yes.
bro. And we was
yes.
kids.
You wildin'.
Yes.
We was kids.
Yo, Stephanie
DJ was whack,
Yo,
bro.
DJ was trash.
DJ was
I'm with
whack,
you,
bro.
Greg. I'm with you.
You haven't even said the best looking ones on the show yet.
First of all, Aunt Becky was the finest on the show.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's all you need to say.
Okay, but look, I'm talking about the girl. I ain't
It
look.
don't have to be a child. It,
It
could be an
doesn't.
adult.
There's plenty on there. That's fine. That's fine. They're not all. I know that. It could be
Are you talking
adult.
about 6-year-olds and stuff? Like, what are you talking about?
Relax. Only thing I said 6 was
Bruv.
number 5. I got Myra Monkhouse. Family Matters.
Yes.
She was out here trying to give it up to Urkel, and he was chasing Laura.
Can we talk about that real quick? Can we talk about just really quickly how Urkel had no business being with fucking Laura Winslow?
For real.
She
Laura
treated her
was
like
mid. Laura was mid.
Look, man, I don't like talking about women and stuff I don't know, but Laura was whack.
I'm talking about just as a person.
You seen
also,
Laura
like,
now?
She treated Urkel trash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was mad disrespectful to him, though, like manhood disrespectful type stuff. Huh? Number 4, I got Ashley Banks.
Yes,
That's a
sir.
good one. There we
Okay.
go. We with you on that.
Now, them early episodes, she was kind of whack.
Because she was a child. Yeah.
But I was too.
Yeah.
I was too. I was 13 then too. Like I wasn't like 21 looking at her like that. Number 3, I got Nikki Cox from Happily Ever After. You might not know who it
I
is.
forgot
If
about
you
that
look her up, oh my God, she's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 2, I got Topanga from Boy Meets World.
Tough hanger. I think that's gonna be everybody's top 3.
I think everybody
I think that's a
top three.
consensus.
That
top
was
3.
hard because I didn't know if I put her number 1 or number 2. My number 1 top 10 girl from television I thought was fine when I was a kid. Hillary Banks.
Hillary.
number
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's my
I'm not
number
mad at it.
one.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad
Why
at
your
that.
face look like that?
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at
Why
you.
your face look
that.
like that? What's your number 1 better be good if you made a list.
Absolutely.
All right, you better not say something weird. Like
We got next.
because you make a frown face like that at Hillary Banks. Hillary Banks was fine.
Yo.
No,
You think Hillary Banks
bad.
is better looking than Ashley?
No.
Right.
No,
Exactly my
Ashley
point.
turned
All I'm
into getting
saying-
better.
Thank you.
No, wait.
Ashley surpassed her.
Yeah, surpassed her over
Yo,
time.
She was fine from every episode.
On the show, Hillary was better.
I'm
No. I need you to understand context. I'm 30. I grew up with Ashley.
Ashley. Fact.
That's different then.
Hillary was present, but I grew up with Ashley. So, like, I had a crush on her from when I was 4 to when I was fucking 30.
So is she your number 1?
Nah,
Word,
she's
right?
not.
Okay, you riding super hard.
She's in my top 3.
Over-
She's in my top
over
3.
Ashley.
Who we got next, man?
Who going
going
Joey?
next?
Yeah,
Joey.
Joey,
You
let's
make
get it.
one?
All
right.
I couldn't make one because
All right.
I watched like 5 shows.
All right.
I watched 5 shows going
At 10, I got Stephanie Tanner. At 10.
That's a little low, man.
A little low. And I like Stephanie, but
I liked her though.
she was cool there.
Her teeth got a little weird.
Yeah.
Through the years, but she was fine though.
At 9,
Wildin' putting children on the list.
I was like,
We were
I
there
wasn't even
age
around for
then.
Full House. Yeah,
I might have been
watched
younger.
I watched Full House on Nick at Night. Like, I wasn't around for
Reruns?
it. Yeah. At 9, I got Raven Simone from That's So Raven. I thought
I'm
Raven
mad
was
at it.
bad.
She's a weirdo too.
Yeah,
but
she's
Ray
definitely a
was
weirdo.
fine,
Yeah,
though.
she was a weirdo.
Fire,
Ray, she was fine though.
At 8, I don't know if y'all remember this show, Taina on Nickelodeon. The chick that did the Spanish chick.
I know what you're talking about.
I just seen the
I
commercial.
know what you're
Taina
talking
was
about.
bad.
She was fine.
Taina
She
was
good.
bad.
Yeah, she was fine.
At 7, it's a little weird one. But y'all remember Even Stevens? I like
I do.
Tawny. Tawny from Even Stevens.
She was
Shia
fine. But that
LaBeouf.
is extremely high. Now that's who you liked.
Yeah.
but that's extremely high.
Even Stevens, the Shia LaBeouf
Shia
one.
LaBeuf joint. I remember that.
Disney
watched-
Channel?
I
All
watched
right,
a lot
don't worry
of
about
TV,
it. All right.
I was outside.
At 6, I got Megan Good on Cousin Skeeter.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna put Megan Good, but I feel like Megan
Damn,
wasn't
that's not fair.
fire.
Wow.
She wasn't
No,
fire.
I agree
on
with you, but that's not-
Cousin Skeeter.
Nah,
I didn't
she
know
was
if we
nice
doing,
on
but
Cousin
she
Skeeter.
no, she wasn't
I don't
Megan
know.
Good.
She was nice. No, she wasn't
Megan
making good. Yeah, but she was nice though.
Okay,
I liked her.
All right. I was
like
thinking
that.
about that, but I didn't know if he was
Megan
doing, like,
Good's a
what they
good
turned
one.
into. But okay.
At 5, Zaria from Parenthood.
Oh yeah. She's on my list.
I forgot about Zaria.
Zaria
Whoa. Okay, whoa. And I don't want to mess up anybody's list, but was Zaria finer than Tiffany from In the House?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, I don't know about that.
Zaria was.
From the LL Cool J show, Tiffany.
Remember that
She a
joke?
crackhead now, though.
Yo, Zaria was mean.
Yeah, it's sad that she a crackhead now, though. I seen that video of her beating down that door in the hood. I was like, yo. She was messed up, but she was fine, though. But she wasn't better. Zaria was not better than Tiffany from In the House. Tiffany Warren?
Joey seeing it for the first
Well, that's
time.
her right there now.
Yeah, that's her now.
Fire right. Oh my God.
She's on fire in this one.
Yeah, she
Stupid.
cooked.
She's on fire in that one.
What else you got?
At 4, I got Hillary from Fresh Prince.
Slow.
I feel like that's right where she need to be.
3, I did Fancy from Jamie Foxx show.
Fancy's high.
Too high for
Nah,
Fancy?
Fancy's bad.
Yo, Fancy was bad.
It was bad back then, but you gotta watch it now. You be like, oh, she alright.
She was cool. I like Fancy.
She cold.
At 2, I had Ashley from Fresh Prince.
Damn.
And then number 1, I had Topanga.
Oh, okay.
And then just quick honorable mention. I got 2 honorable mentions.
Who you got?
Zoe Deschanel from
Love her.
what's the name of the show? New Girl.
She cute.
And then Kat Dennis from Two Pro Girls.
Oh my goodness, she's
Nah,
so
how about it?
Kat Dennis is bad.
crazy.
Cat Ding is. What,
I'm gonna show you. She was in 40 Year Old
Wait.
Virgin
It's kind of
too.
crazy.
Wait,
Hold
what you
on.
mean like my personality?
Nah, Cat is kind of like. Okay, you know what? I watch a lot of Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Oh,
So yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
She fine.
I
Yeah.
definitely does
Hey,
get a vibe.
kid.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm not disagreeing.
You understand?
Cat Dennis-
You understand me?
You understand?
You know. I'm a
She's fire.
upfront. I'm an upfront brother. I
right.
like
She said
the
she got
front,
upper body
you know what
strength,
I'm saying? I like the front. You know what I'm saying? So when girls got that, hey,
It's different.
Said she
It's
got.
different.
you're talking to me.
Rome, y'all got
You got
yours?
yours wrong?
Okay.
All right, I got mine.
Wake up, Rome.
I'm missing the couple. I got y'all. Don't worry.
My number 10, I got Hillary at number 10.
Now, I'm not even on Hillary.
Whoa.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen, Hillary Banks is number 10.
Damn,
All right.
what? How old are you,
Then,
bro?
I'm 29.
Fam, what's
got
up?
Hillary.
Man? You been mad disrespectful.
Listen, you gotta hear the list out.
Number 10?
Hillary wouldn't have
First
made
of
my
all,
list, to
let
be
me
honest.
tell you, yo, she,
Wow.
She wouldn't have made my list.
you never saw Hillary in a real, like, bathing suit. I didn't never see her. She was always
She was in the
dressed up.
Playboy.
That was
Episode.
Yeah, that was maybe the one dream.
And she was
Maybe.
bad in that Playboy episode,
But
dog.
I also saw Ashley Banks dressed up way more.
If
Ashley's
you
higher on my list.
giving reasons about her never being in a swimsuit, then
No.
you must got Pamela Anderson on your list from Baywatch or something. Okay. Tracy Bingham though. Tracy Bingham used to be fire. Used to be on Baby Boots.
Hillary was a
You
cute
gotta
face,
look
but she
for
just
her.
never always did.
All right, who else you got?
Next up, I got Zaria from Parenthood is on my list.
She was bad.
After that, I got Fancy from Jamie Foxx. Then I have Kyla Pratt from
Kyla Pratt is
from One
yes.
on One.
Kyla Pratt was a joint.
She's a little squirrely though.
That's all right.
She's a little squirrely.
After
all
that,
right.
I have Lisa Ray when she on
You
TV
cheated. What the fuck? How you
Yeah,
got
I
this?
think she-
Hey, hey, Lisa Ray was in the TV show.
You ain't watch that show though.
Wait, what show?
All of us with Elise Neal and Dwayne Martin.
Dwayne Martin, and his son,
okay.
and his son went to the school and.
Nobody remembers
it was,
that?
I watched
This
that.
show sucked. You didn't watch the show.
She's on my list
It
too.
said what we grew
Really?
up on. It didn't say
From
what we
that?
watched consistently.
I feel like I watched it.
I watched it. That shit
I
was
feel like I watched
I
it.
think y'all cheated because ain't no way y'all watch all these shows.
I
It
did.
said that
I
you grew up
did.
on. It didn't say you had to watch the show consistently.
I watched it.
I watched the show that I talked
All
about.
of
I watched
it.
it.
I must have played
After
outside
that,
too much.
then I got Ashley Banks.
Okay.
Then I got Bernie Mac wife
Yes.
from the Bernie Mac show.
Bernie Mac's
She
wife was
fine.
bad.
She's bad.
fine, though.
She's bad.
Then I have Topanga number 2, and then my number 1 is Nia Long from Fresh Prince.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
And
Can't
my
argue
two,
That's a great one.
my two,
That's why Hillary wouldn't make my list. Will had enough girlfriends on there.
That was
way better than her.
Wait, y'all think Nia Long is better looking than Hillary in the Fresh Prince days? Not talking about now. I don't know what Nia Long is.
And in Fresh Prince days, I'm with Greg on this one. Now, in Fresh Prince days, I'm with Greg on. I thought Hillary was better.
Let's be clear. Her name was
Fresh Prince.
Claudette on the show. All right, her name was Claudette on the show. Nia Long.
Her name was
It was
Lisa.
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 Lisa Clark.
Yeah.
So was you watching? Nigga watching on .net. He watched
Nigga said Claudette.
Her name was Lisa.
Lisa Clark. That was her name.
Wake up, bro. Wake up, bro.
Yo, Claudette's not even.
What y'all been drinking?
My two honorable mentions. So I'm putting Megan Good now since I see that's valid.
He was so
And my
sure that
other-
Claudette too. I was like, had me like, wait a minute,
Second guessing it. I'm like, Claudette. Does she have a middle name?
was it Lisa Claudette? But she was not better than Hillary Banks.
Yeah, she was. She was.
Nia Long?
I'm with my
Oh,
boy.
man. Her head too
Yeah.
little, though. She had a tiny head, though.
And then my other honorable mention is Lisa from Saved by the Bell. Those are my two honorable mentions.
I'm
Not bad.
not mad at it.
Kid, what you got?
Okay.
I got you.
I got to preface that
Oh,
the
no.
top on the bottom 10
Jesse
is not in
Spano.
any particular order.
Okay. The bottom, okay.
But the top 5 is the top 5. Okay, I'm going
somebody.
I'm going left with the number 10.
Okay.
That's Lisa Turtle. Not her. No, I miss
10
somebody.
is Sinclair from Living Single. I fucked with her energy.
You said that. You said that the other day.
Yeah,
Which one was
I fucked with her
Sinclair?
energy. OD.
Sinclair's
Sinclair.
Cousin.
Overton's
Watch it
Overton
all.
lady.
Oh, man, come on, bro.
I fucked with her.
She wasn't the best on the show.
But I fucked with her energy. OD.
Okay, so you
That
got
was
different
it.
reasons why somebody invited you. Okay.
Okay, so
I thought about that too. I did think about like energy like that.
I'm wilding not saying that one. I'm not. When you finish, I'm sorry.
I got Sinclair.
He might got it.
I got Raven.
Yeah.
That's 9.
Simone.
Okay.
Okay. No one talked about her, but again, this is another situation where I fucked with her energy. Angela from Boy Meets World.
Angela was cool. She
was
Angela was cool.
She was
a pretty
fire,
black girl.
though.
The
She was a
black.
pretty black girl. Yeah. She was pretty.
No, she was good. She was
Yeah.
good.
Zaria is what was that?
I really like Zaria.
Yo.
was
Zaria
fire.
was
I did at the time, but like,
Zaria was fire.
Yeah.
She
man.
was fire.
Okay, so we got the aunt from Bernie Mac again.
Yes.
Yeah, she's mean.
She mean now.
Yeah. Nah, she's always been fire.
She always has. Been.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 is Pam for me from Martin.
Pam was fire though.
Pam was
And
fire.
Now look. Back in the day, watching Martin, you didn't think so. But
Yeah,
then when
but-
you grow up, you like, yo, Gina was kind of whack. Man.
Gina was
Gina was
there.
better on My Wife and Kids
Yeah.
than on
She
Martin.
was on that.
Yeah.
She was better than that.
She
man.
was.
You watched.
The weight balance out the head.
Yeah, she was kind of whack. Man. On Martin.
Okay, so who did I say? Angela. Okay.
Like I thought Pam was fine on Everybody Hates Chris. I thought she looked good. Like I thought so.
She did.
Okay, so Myra from Family Matters.
Of course.
Yes.
My bro.
I don't understand why none of y'all said Tyra Banks from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
See what I'm saying?
I couldn't think about. No.
She
That's
had
like a cheat
whole arc.
code, though. She had like 3 episodes.
What did you say, Julia? You
she
can't
was
be
in the
mad
whole
because of the
season.
team?
It was in a season.
You can't be mad at me because of my team?
That's cheating, man.
Come on,
But look, I'm in alignment with kids' list.
I tried to put in Tyra Banks, but all I could think about was Sports Illustrated. Like
But
I
that's
couldn't
what
think of
I'm
a
saying.
show.
But
But she did have a season of Fresh Prince. Though.
Yeah.
She had a season. She went to the Peacock store.
Yeah, she was the manager or something.
Yeah.
Will Smith
she
had
was in
enough
like 7
girlfriends
episodes.
to have Hillary out
Yeah.
the paint, yo.
She was in like 7 episodes.
Yeah, keep going.
Not 10. I know she wasn't in 10 episodes.
How long is this season?
Like 20 episodes.
Topanga is
in the
my
day.
number 2.
Uh-huh.
If anything, she's like my 1.9.
Yeah, I think she might be everybody 1 point, and like that's hard to put Topanga at number 2. I put her at number 2, but that's hard. Bro.
And Lisa Turtle's my number 1.
Okay, I knew I probably would. I thought you were gonna say
I gotta wait for
Kelly
Kelly
Kapowski or something.
No. I fucked with Lisa. Kelly was bad, but I fucked with Lisa.
Kelly Kapowski was bad. Kelly Kapowski was whack. She had a big face too.
Yeah, you said big.
Well, I used to hate when she used to come down the stairs wearing that chilling outfit. Kelly Kapowski.
I thought you knew her.
Your mic is out. You smoking?
I gotta say that one.
All right,
Cereal dust.
all right, I'm gonna go. I'm ready. Let me
Eartha Kitt.
Yo, I'm ready.
He gonna be like
can
number
tell me
10,
what you got
number 10, Claudette.
number 10. Number 10. I'm gonna look that up. I think she was on there twice, and she played a role one time and then played a.
It's a possibility.
I think so. I'm
It's
gonna
a
check. though.
possibility.
I'm gonna check after I do my list. But number 10, I got Kyla Pratt.
She's fired.
Number 9, I got Lisa Turtle.
Okay. What? I don't know.
Yeah,
Lisa
that's
Turtle
your
should not
opinion.
be above 5.
Um,
I had her at 6.
Number 8, I got Freddie Brooks from A Different World. The one with the curly hair.
Okay.
That was a good
Okay,
one.
but did you think she was bad when you watched Different
And
World?
I loved her.
See,
I loved her. I loved her.
No. He's talking about Willie Gilbert was like the main one.
Yeah.
Freddie was like the free spirit, the curly
she
hair.
had the curly hair.
I think
She
she's
was
fine
cute.
now.
She looks good
old.
then and now. She still looks
She
good.
did get, oh no. Now when she straightened her hair and went to law school, oh, she was bad. But when she was wearing the clothes and the curly
No,
hair,
and
I
on
don't
the
know.
show she played Freddie
Brooks,
Brooks. I
yeah.
forgot her real name. What's her real name?
Cree Summer.
Cree Summer.
Yeah.
Cree
She
Summer.
does like a lot of voices on cartoon
yo,
shows.
I had a thing for her. Damn, something more fun.
I like her.
Number 7, I got Pam from Martin.
It's a good one. You get older, it's a good one.
Number 5. No, I said number 7.
You
I'm
have a
bugging.
6.
Number 6, I got Lisa from the Cosby Show.
Yo, that's the one I
Lisa
forgot.
from the
Yes.
Cosby Show.
Now, did you think she was better than Sandra?
Yes.
Yes.
Sandra was fine on
she
Cosby
was.
Show.
Nah, she was mad
She was
skinny. Yo, her
fine,
neck
yeah.
was wild.
She
yo.
was fine. She was
Nah, Denise Huxtable was it. Before the
neck.
drugs, Lisa Bonet was, oh my God.
Lisa Bonet is fine now.
Nah, she like a little monster now.
Nah,
Not
she's
Lisa Bonet anymore. But
Yeah, she
What is it? She married to Aquaman.
Momoa. That mic is up.
she did something wild with her name.
I don't know what it is.
It's
now.
For the
it's
Meta World Peace.
Well, look,
yeah, it's something like that. It's out in the universe. Let's put it that. She's one. She's one. She's one with nature.
Name's a symbol.
You know who fine is
Lisa Infinity.
Trust me, I looked it up earlier for my list. Her name is wild.
what else you got, Rome?
Then I got Ashley from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
At number 3?
No,
five.
number 5. Then I have Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show. Then I have Myra from Family Matters. And oh shit, I'm missing one. I'm bugging.
You have 2.
You got 2.
He's missing one.
Yeah, I'm missing one. No, my number 1 is Nia Long from the Fresh Prince. That's
Hey,
my
y'all
number
really
1.
like Neil Long
Yeah,
like
man.
that?
Nah, you put 2 right here. Lisa Ray.
Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lisa
Ray
Ray.
too.
Lisa
Oh, yeah,
Ray
Lisa
for
Ray, you
all
did
of
say
us.
that.
Yeah,
No.
bugging.
Neil Long is beautiful.
Yeah.
But over Hillary?
Yes. She wasn't even about
Greg.
You have
Greg.
her in your top 5?
Okay, no. Because
got
if
Hillary in your
we
top
base,
10?
like,
She's right there.
Okay.
nah, let's keep this real. If we basing this off like personality traits of the character, you really trying to be with Hillary over
No, that's different.
over Lisa?
No, that's completely different. Wait.
You trying to spend the rest of your
Don't
life
do that,
with
kid.
her?
That's different. Don't do that, kid.
Yo, relax.
That's different.
Yo,
No,
every single woman you got.
do that. That's different. Yo, no one said wait, time out. No one said nothing about cuffing none of these bitches.
Nobody said no. Nobody talking
I
about.
would like to preference we didn't mean to call them bitches.
Oh yeah, sorry for the female. Yeah,
Mike is wild. Mike
not bitches.
That was Mike. That's Mike from the Soul Searching
Yeah,
podcast.
sorry, I apologize.
First of all, I'm not going to talk about how they wrote the script and how they act. I'm not doing all that. All right. Was Hillary dumb in the show? Yes, she played it. She was good at that. All right.
But you just validated my first.
He's not
two
talking
picks
about
based
that,
off of vibes.
First of all, we
He's
can't
not talking
forget.
about her acting dumb. He's talking about her acting snotty and stuff like that.
You validated number 10 and my
Nia
number
Long
7.
left Will at the altar. All right. They were going to get married.
Listen.
That's trash.
Word.
All right.
Okay,
I hear that. She's not on my list.
Tyra was over Nia Long. Okay, let's just. Be
Okay, but I
completely
forgot about
honest
that.
here.
Like, I don't even think. Even though she was on there for a really long time, she was on there for a season. Like, she had a season
Yeah,
on
she had a
there.
season.
Who?
Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks.
Wow,
And even that season,
She
it
was
like,
his boss. He
but
worked at the
she
store.
It was
wasn't
like
in 10
5
episodes.
episodes.
Oh, she was
wasn't in 10
definitely in 10 episodes, though. She was fine, though.
The first
The
one
one with the football
when they-
player,
The first one when
when
they
he
came
first
back.
meet her, the
When he
football
first
player.
meet
Oh, I
her.
definitely remember all this.
No, the first one when Carlton first brought it to the house.
Yeah,
The one when he first got the job.
Yep.
Okay.
Right? The one when he was locked up in the little cage.
Right.
And the one with the football player when he was at the
Those are the main
77.
4.
Those are the main 4. We don't know if that's
you
it,
don't
though.
know-
Yo, my nigga, that's Tyra Banks. That's all you need. I don't care.
So it's
Does
4
Tyra Banks
episodes.
look better than Nia Long right now?
Yes.
Nah,
I don't know what
nah.
Nia Long look like. I don't know yet.
Hold on,
What's she
hold on,
on?
bro.
What's
I
she
got
on
you.
now?
Pull them up.
I got you,
now,
Greg. I got you.
Whoa!
I don't know what she is on now. But first of all, Tyra Banks
go
was
to
just
Instagram.
in Sports Illustrated. That's how fine she still
Yeah.
is. She just did the swimsuit issue
still crazy.
this year. That's how fine she still is.
Still crazy.
Nia Long can't do it.
Nigga.
Oh man, what's up?
Yeah, bro. She got better as she aged.
Yo,
That's Nia
she's
Long right now.
49. B.
Wait, hold on,
Yo,
hold on, real quick. Number 7, Nia Long.
Yo, she's 49, bro.
Damn, yo.
Gorgeous, B.
Bro,
Oh, yeah.
Most
she's
of them,
nice.
most of them are
Gorgeous,
around
man.
50 now.
They're
Lisa
better
Bonet
now,
is
though.
51.
Yeah, she's 50
They're
something.
bad
They
enough.
look-
Joel,
and
what
they
you got?
look good, man. Oh, here we go, Joel.
what you got?
Let's go, man. Let's
Pull up Hillary right now. Pull up Hillary.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Do I have to do it?
Wash.
If we gonna go somewhere, let's go all the
My
way.
phone not letting me do it.
I saw her.
If
I
we
saw
gonna go
her.
somewhere, let's go all the way, though.
I saw her do a Vlad interview, and I was like, "Wait, who is that?" I was like, "What you doing, Vlad?"
He got his
He
paper.
ready. He ready. I like that. I like that energy.
Yes, he got an Excel spreadsheet.
Since I already said Lisa Bonet, we'll just say Lisa Bonet, Denise Huxtable, not from the Cosby Show, actually a different world.
Okay.
Is when I, is
I'm not
when
mad
I
at
was
that.
paying attention to her.
Right, yeah,
I was
she
a little
on
bit
there
older.
too.
I
She
forgot about
was,
that.
yep.
She was fine then.
Yes.
Her name now is Lila Koi Moon. In case anyone was curious.
Moon.
Yo, not for nothing, her box is probably amazing.
Again, that was Mike from the Soul Searching podcast.
Yo, if she changes her name like that,
Like I said, she
Joey
won
Go
with nature.
24K, and I stand with my brother Mike. I am in full agreement. I am in full.
I'm not disagreeing. I just that just Mike.
I'll say it. Yeah, I agree.
That's just Mike from the Social Podcast.
So y'all, for the most part, did like a lot of young girls. I got a couple older ones on
Yeah, let's
here.
take
So
it
what's
there.
that?
Let's take it there. Put us on.
So how no one said Essence Atkins is beyond me?
I
No,
don't like her gums.
Wait, who?
He sound like a go.
What's she on?
The gums on her teeth.
the one with the little boy.
Smart guy.
Yeah, smart guy. The one-
No.
Yo, her gums
Nah,
are
you know
wild.
what? You know
She got
what?
black
I'm
eyes,
with
though.
you. Yeah, nah, she's.
What?
So like around her eyes is black, but like she got dotted. Though.
Nah.
Her face was sunk
She was
in.
hot. She
Essence
was hot,
Atkins is
though.
over
She was
Zaria?
cute.
Nah, she was hot.
No.
Oh, not even close. Over Tiffany or In the House?
Nah,
No.
Hold on.
Let me see real quick. She was recently on the Marlon show.
I don't think she's over Zaria. Or,
She's alright, man.
Oh, yeah, she look good.
She
Oh,
look good.
nah.
She
Yeah, she look good.
But you see, every time she smiles, she don't show her teeth.
See, this ain't fair to look now, though.
She don't show her teeth in none of her smiles.
Don't come in with no cheat code. Look at that.
Nasty.
Yo, she look
yeah,
good.
she took a good picture right
Yo, relax, man.
She took a good picture right there.
Look at that. That's her.
her.
Look at that. Don't come with this picture. Of course she's fire.
Yep.
I'm talking about
Smart guy, yep.
Man, what else you got?
And she was in another show too, but I don't know the name of
Yeah,
it.
she was on a few things.
Okay.
She been in mad
That
movies,
was
too.
9.
She been in a lot of movies.
I didn't know.
These are honorable mentions right now.
Those are the honorable mentions.
I didn't put it in order anyway, so
okay,
it doesn't
okay.
matter.
All right, let's get through his list. Let's go.
All right.
Word.
So we also got Jenny Garth. This might be before your time.
I know.
No.
90210.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I'm an LA guy, so when I
Nobody on
Beverly Hills
90210 was
Ocean
fine.
stuff.
Nobody on 90210 looked good.
Another one from 90210.
And Tori Spelling looked the best on there.
No, you smoking.
Nah.
Another one who she was like only on like 3 seasons or so, but look up Kathleen Robertson from back in the day.
now.
Her name on the show was Claire Arnold.
On what show was this?
90210.
I'm looking it up right now.
Look it up.
I'm curious.
Oh,
Kathleen
she
came later
wasn't
and
she
was
in
like,
Scream? I mean, not Scream. I know what you did.
yeah,
last
she
summer.
been in other stuff like that too, but
Ain't that
she
the
came like
girl?
later and was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, she was in Scary Movie.
and was like,
Damn, that's Claire
She was in
Arnold.
scary movies.
Claire
yeah,
Arnold's
she
back.
was.
Oh, boom.
You in pantsuits.
Oh, I thought that was.
right?
Nah,
That's
the
not
Kathleen Robertson chick, she alright.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one said Nicole Eggert from Charles in Charge. Now that might be before your time. Oh, you
I
smoke.
thought she was fine, like watching the show. Like, okay, she's the obviously.
she was
the-
out.
yeah.
Edgar.
Was she better than Alyssa Milano?
Alyssa
From-
Milano.
Alyssa
That's not
Milano.
fair. 10 years old on that show, so I didn't put her on there on purpose.
Okay, you.
Alyssa Milano is fine now or growing up.
Are these
She
still
was on the
honorable mentions?
Yes.
Okay, fam.
You got a list of 20?
Like I told, he said make 10. How you gonna put it in order?
He throwing that out. He got the big joke.
Hold on a
He
second.
throwing
1,
this
2,
out.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
If I gotta Google your entire list, it's trash. If I gotta Google it, well, who's next?
Like I said beforehand, it's a different era.
Okay.
Fair enough.
We'll just go Mila Kunis from That 70s Show.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Jackie Burke.
I'm
I'm not mad at
That's
that.
a good one.
That's good.
That's a good
That's
one.
She's
Not mad
fine.
at that at all.
I hate the show, but
Mila's
she's
good money.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it was okay.
The show was
I
trash.
watched it.
It wasn't trash. It was
But
okay.
she was valid.
Mila's
She was
good.
valid.
The show was for morons.
It definitely hyped up there.
Christina Applegate, Kelly Bundy. Nobody got Kelly Bundy on the list.
All right.
Yeah, that's a valid one.
Everybody was trying to
You see
smash.
my
I
face?
didn't.
That's valid.
Everybody was
that's
trying to
valid.
smash.
That's valid.
I did.
Everyone.
Bundy, yo.
Okay.
Yo, she was so yo.
I don't know that. I don't know
Now
about
we
that.
move.
That was a good one. That was a good
Again,
one.
these are not in order. These are just off the top.
Okay.
Lori Loughlin, a.k.a. Aunt Becky.
Becky.
And Becky.
It was fine.
Baddest one on the show.
Oh yeah, she's right. You're right.
Yup.
I'm not lying to you. You're right. I thought Aunt Rachel was fine too on Family Matters.
Word. Yeah.
Aunt Rachel was fine though. She went to Rachel's place.
Yeah.
Aunt Rachel was
She looked
fine.
like she could
though.
cook.
She looked like she could cook.
And she
Okay.
was on two shops. She had Aunt Rachel's place.
This is taking it way too far back, but she literally has shorts named after her. The lady who played Daisy Duke.
All right, you talking about Dukes
I
of
used to watch
Hazzard.
Dukes of
Dukes of
Hazzard
Hazzard, right.
religiously as a kid.
I did too, but I didn't think she was fine
Oh,
back
she's
then. Like,
Yeah, but you were a kid.
okay, fine.
I mean, a little bit older than you.
Yeah.
She don't deserve to be in the same list with some of these other ones, but she needs to be mentioned. She has shorts named after her.
Yeah, that is
Character.
true. That's
I
a fact.
mean, when somebody sees shorts, oh look, you got Daisy Dukes on. Now there's other names for them.
First of all, her
You
real
can't think
name
of-
isn't Daisy Dukes though.
Yes.
All right, it's a character.
That's a character.
Okay, fine.
Character.
Go ahead.
All right, Jennifer Aniston in Friends,
Friends.
Rachel Green. It's not a
Jennifer
it might
Aniston-
not
I didn't
be
watch
a
the
kid
show.
era.
Hold on.
I didn't watch the show.
Is Jennifer Aniston better than Pam from The Office?
I would say yes.
Man, what? Of
I
course,
think
yes.
Pam from The Office is better than Jennifer.
I think
Aniston
Pam in the
on
Office is cute
Friends?
though. I like cute, but she's
Jennifer
not better than
Aniston on Friends?
she's not
I
better than
would say
Jennifer
yes.
Aniston. Though.
Yeah, I think Jennifer Aniston like had a glow up.
You know what that is?
later on.
She got super glowed up.
Pam-
I'm
Pam
with
from
you,
The
Mike. I
Office
think
is-
I'd pick
is
Pam.
fire?
I pick Pam. I mean, I pick Pam for a totally different reason.
I don't know if she
Pam from
fire,
The
but
Office
she
Pam
she
from The Office
cute.
is fire.
I pick
cute.
Pam on personality.
But
I pick Pam
from
on
The Office
personality.
is better
She
than
cute.
Jennifer Aniston.
On Friends.
What else
Yeah.
you got?
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
From what? What was she
What
on?
was she on? I don't know.
I just know she had
Bruh.
she had a nice.
What was she on?
Dawson's Creek.
Nice booty.
Fam, I don't know what that is.
I didn't watch
Nah,
that.
no,
Dawson's Creek, Katie Holmes is not as bad as like 20.
Wait. Do y'all think Katie Holmes looks good now?
No.
Katie Holmes.
No, all I'm saying is that.
I can't take Katie Holmes serious.
Okay, whatever.
I can't.
Is that the one? She married to Tom Cruise?
Smashing that, right? Yeah,
He was, but you
Jimmy
know,
Fox was smashing.
Yeah.
I think they just got divorced, just like this.
well, got broke
They
up.
got divorced like recently.
Yeah.
I remember.
What else you got?
All right. Obvious. I put them both on the same line. Hillary and Ashley Banks.
Okay.
Same line.
Karen Parsons, Tatiana Ali.
Yeah.
There's no reason to split them up. To
Right.
me,
Right.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Put
I'm
it
not mad
together.
at that.
Gotcha.
I'm not
it
mad
doesn't
at
matter
that.
what number you put them on. They're together.
Your list is cheating, B.
I'm concerned
I
that
need a
George has-
ranking.
My list is not
George
cheating
has a
at all.
whole Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and still didn't put it in order.
You absolutely right.
Macro.
Yo.
Probably the top two for me. Oh no, top three. All right, so
Okay.
we got three left. Top three.
We got to put the top 3 in order.
Top three.
Yeah, try to put that
Yeah,
in
top
order.
three.
Top 3 got to
fine.
be in order.
What you got?
3. Danielle Fishel, aka Topanga.
Topanga.
Okay, yeah.
Topanga.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Number
has a
3.
real name?
She didn't have a last name on the show. It was only
Word.
Topanga.
Y'all might not feel this one, but to me, super bad. Rory Gilmore from Gilmore Girls. Alexis
Let me look.
Bledel.
The mom?
No, not the. Well,
The mom was better
too.
than the daughter. Though.
No.
The mom was better than the daughter.
No.
I didn't watch the show, but I know what you're talking
Both
about.
of them. You're right. Both
Mom
of
was
them.
fine.
Not
Rory
even-
what?
I knew
Both of them.
I
but
know
no.
of them. I just didn't watch the show.
Both of them, but not the mom. No, she's not better.
She in your top 3?
Yes.
I mean, good lord.
Yes.
I mean, she's low key like almost. She's like equal to Katie Holmes to me. They both like little squirrely girls.
I mean, that's fine.
who might-
And then number one, why you dislike her altogether? I have no idea.
Wait, I didn't say what?
Kelly Kapowski. Tiffany Amber Thiessen is
That's
literally.
your number 1.
What are you talking
Kapowski.
about? That's literally like
Saved
the
by the Bell.
pantheon of. In my era, that's the pantheon of women. Everyone, all my friends were like Kelly Kapowski. Oh my god, that's all they talked about.
What?
That's all they talked about.
That's what y'all talked about.
All right, I think you know what I'm saying.
No. I see it.
Kelly
I
Kapowski.
see
Kelly was the
why.
big
Saved by the Bell was the best show of that like teen
Nah,
era,
definitely.
whatever.
I can see why she's on your top 3. Kelly's
Kelly
good.
Kapowski was the big
Oh no, no.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen, yes.
It should
And
be
she
your-
was on 90210. Woo!
It should be your top 10, fine, but number 1?
Yes, number one.
Not over Topanga.
Not even over to not even over Topanga. Not over Topanga. And you had Gilmore Girl over Topanga.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
That's crazy
I
too.
can't. I
It's
can't.
to him. It is to him. It's to him.
Like you
To
said,
me.
we said it was to us. So
I
can't knock her for
guess.
it.
Wait, I got one more honorable mention that I forgot. Claire
Oh.
Huxtable.
She was
Claire was
killed.
bad.
She was
Claire
bad.
was
Claire was
She was
bad.
Nikki
bad.
Cox deserved to be mentioned as well.
Nikki
so
Cox
I can't believe I forgot that.
is fine.
So everybody here is in unison that Topanga's top 3.
Top.
Yeah,
At least
oh,
top
yeah.
5.
Like,
Hands
It's
down.
a-
that's-
Yeah.
Wait,
She's
time
the
out. What
baddest
about
white girl ever.
I think everyone fell in
got
love
an
with that
honorable
show in
mention.
general.
All time.
So
Nah, I
All
can't.
time. She's the
She
baddest
was young,
white girl
though.
ever.
It's amazing how fine Topanga
Yes.
was.
And then she
It's-
only
it's
got
still
better.
It is now.
It still
though.
is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
though. Like most of these people we talking about on the list, a lot of them, some of them you could say might be whack now, but not Topanga. though.
Topanga is still fire.
Rudy Huxtable. is
nobody
fire.
on this
Ooh,
list
Rudy's
on this
fire.
list is whack.
Now.
Woody didn't get older
Okay.
She
on the
was young.
Cosby Show.
If she would have got older on the Cosby Show, then it would have
Yeah,
been. But
she's
now
she's
she's
mean.
fire.
You
Yeah.
know who too?
Fire.
Katie from My Wife and Kids. If you see her
She's
now,
fire.
Oh yeah,
She's
yes.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel
yeah.
about that though, cause
I
she was
know.
like
She was
4,
like
bro.
But now,
Oh no, we're talking about now. I'm talking about today.
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
2019. I'm not talking about 2011 or whatever it was.
Fish grease.
Nah, she fired. man.
It's about to die.
That's all good. All right. Everybody got anything else? Anything? Soul Searching Podcast is the homies. I only listen I listen to a bunch of other mainstream podcasts, but as far as the other sneaker podcasts, I listen to Soul Searching. I listen to the homie Los. Shout out to the Bread and Butter.
Yes.
All right, that's the homie. I need to get out there. The Los is the guy. Appreciate you guys coming through. If you have anything else to want to say, IGs, anything? something?
I'm starting. I'm restarting this project called Just for Kicks, where I'm like featuring, people in the sneaker culture and stuff. Me and Mike about to start a zine. It's gonna be bi-monthly. We're gonna feature 3 people in sneaker culture, every issue. So look out for that. It's still like in development right now. So
Good, man. Keep it going, man. I want you to make it happen. I tell a lot of people talk about starting something, man. Just do it, man. Start it. And that's the podcast. I'm glad you guys are like still doing it, though. Like,
Yeah, man.
I see podcasts just up and fade away and stuff
Fall
like
to the
that.
wayside. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It is all to
And like a lot of people don't understand, like, I tell people like this is money from us. Like we pay for this. Like this isn't free, you know. And then like all the time they put into it, and you know, coming to it, and like I tell everybody all the time. I tell George all the time. I don't feel like doing this sometimes. Like I don't feel like it. I come here. Put on the podcast face, put on a good show, and then go back to my car and be angry. Whatever the case. So like, it's good. It's good that you guys are still doing. I'm glad you guys are still doing it though. Like, it's a great show. You guys obviously got the chemistry. You got everything. Like, it's about keeping it going and it's being consistent and doing it. Like, I appreciate every episode. This is episode 170.
170. That's what's up.
This is 170.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we've been here 170 times. Okay, well, about 150-ish, whatever. I did a few at the house and whatever the case may be.
Yes, we did some
But
at my house and some at shows.
right, and I appreciate our wives. You know, we should be at the house right now, but they get it. They like it. You know, they love it. So. Like I said, you know, I'm glad you guys came out here. You guys are always welcome anytime. Like, you guys are, to us, podcast family, you guys are the homies. Like, one thing with you guys, like, we come in immediately, a click. Oh, yeah. No, definitely. I'm trying to be on. I'm trying to come to I'm asking, but, yo, I'm here. Like,
that's what
you know, so.
Say, that's what we gotta say.
Obviously, follow everybody, iTunes, social media, IG, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, everything that everybody is on. Go ahead and watch them and follow, listen, like, share, subscribe, review, and all that stuff. I guess that's the sneak this. That's it.
Do you want to say something? You got some more? Shout out to
sorry, go ahead.
What do you think, Joey? Joey Gold 24K, you know what I'm saying? Brush your teeth, you know what I'm saying? Practice good hygiene, you know what I'm saying?
What's it, the joint?
Go to the
It's the joint, right?
Yes,
The joint.
Yeah, go to thejoint.com, THAJOINT. On IG, it's a underscore after THAJOINT. Follow us. I'm posting all types of shenanigans and shit that we've been doing this whole trip.
Yeah, he the only one posting them though. Y'all not posting.
And I put music. I'm putting music out every week on fucking SoundCloud and shit. I don't even look at the number. I don't even care. I'm just putting the shit out.
Good. Don't care about that stuff. No. Tell everybody who cares.
My shit
It's
slaps.
good.
Slaps.
Good artist.
He makes good music. His EP, I listen to it on YouTube. Like, I like it.
Oh,
I let it roll
that,
through. I like it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And it's like a 14-minute, 18-minute like EP. Like, it's dope. Like, I listen to it. Like, when I say I support certain people, I support certain people. I like it. All right.
Yeah, I did play my shit over here, right?
Yeah, I put it in one of the intro songs. Like,
Yo, thanks, man.
I like it, man. Like, people are doing good things out here. They ain't all the same weirdos that you see on the internet all the time. It ain't the same corny people. Everything ain't on Complex. Everything on that. There's other people doing good stuff. Use your Googles and search Sneaker Podcast. You'll find these guys. You'll find us. And you'll find Los and all. Like, there are some good people out here. We got to continue to support it. Support each other. Anybody else got anything additional?
Black Excellence. That's my name. It's actually spelled really awkward. It's 2 K's. It's no E. It's an X. CELLENCE. Apologize about the spelling. I got a podcast too. The podcast is called Culture Talk.
Is this new?
Nah. It's been like.
Oh, really? Dang, let me write this down.
Yeah, man. New episode is coming before Labor Day. We're gonna start the new season premiere, season 3. Follow otherpettypeople.com is the brand. The Petty is an acronym for providing empowerment towards the youth. Dope movement. Everybody's an asshole. Everybody's petty, but we just want people to have fun with it, be cool. Follow the Culture Talk podcast. Other Petty People, follow on Instagram. And follow Soul Searching, man. Follow Sneaker This. Yo, these dudes is great. It's love. Like, we here to support everybody, support the movement, and we coming back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to that Culture Talk on Apple. Give them 5 stars, and I'm gonna rate it. I haven't listened to it yet.
Because
5 stars.
Because anything less than 5 stars, you are a hater. And your mama didn't raise you, right? Let's be real about it. Straight up. Now wait. I gotta shout out Bar and Raphael.
Yeah, man.
That's
Definitely.
my brothers. Part of the Soul Searching podcast.
Oh, that's what's
I
up.
gotta shout out too. Y'all show love.
Yeah,
I talk about that all the time.
Me and
bro.
George go back and forth on Twitter about soccer and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I see that. I'm like, man, look at these cats. What are these cats talking about?
Back and forth.
So, like, you guys are always welcome. like I said, I really support. Listen to it. You guys had Kixie Jixie on last week, good episode. Talk about the WNBA and stuff like that. Like, it's a good episode, it's good content, and people don't realize how hard it is.
Yes.
It's hard coming here talking about something, especially sneakers.
Yes.
Like, I mean, believe it or not,
It can get
sneakers
monotonous.
aren't that interesting.
Shit don't be moving all the time.
And like, what's crazy is like last week we had like a little bit like a 30-minute talking about movies and stuff. People were mad. Yo, fam, get to the sneakers. I'm like, fam, like, do y'all do anything else? Sorry, we saw movies this week. We saw some TV shows. Like,
Have lives.
yeah, good God. But like I said, I appreciate you guys, and
Yes.
that's it. Anybody else? No?
We're good.
Good. All right, that's a snake.